Craig!
Hola, Craig. Got my
dice bag.
cookie dough vlog that I'm just eating.
Nice. And record video. Ooh. Crap that way.
Oh boy, I hope Emma doesn't like this the whole night.
I was gonna say, right as we turn on Craig, just like, has gone AWOL.
Hey, Duggo.
Dropped it.
I suppose AWOL is not the term I want there, but
No, that's away without leave.
yep.
Yeah.
That would be if he ran away.
His mind
Which
has
he
gone
would
away
not,
without
because
you.
It is like raining and snowing outside, and he would, even if he wanted to run away, he would go to the door, take one look at the weather, and say, "Nope."
No. Not happening.
Not today.
No thanks, I choose life.
Can't even get him to go out when it's like bad weather out there. He'll stop at the doorway and give me this look like, "Are you crazy? I'm not going out in that." Like,
It's like, you're looking at this too, right? You're really?
yeah.
You people are weird. Why do you live in this location?
You seeing this?
Yes, that's why we're kicking you out. Go.
Go be wild.
Vamos.
Go be wild. Awesome.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I didn't prepare an intro again because I kind of ended up doing last minute prep, so we don't really have a whole lot of lead-in. Just last time you guys spent a lot of time sort of poking around the blessed Flagon, looking for information, questioning various monks and nuns about all of this, and having small attacks of werebear aggression here and there. And, so
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you had found that there is a Chloricon on the premises that may have some information. You were going to go and question him. His name is Ernan. And yeah, that's about it. Zafine probably had excused herself for much of the day and has only come in for you guys to catch her up recently. She had been feeling ill, lightheaded, perhaps something to do with the breath trance.
Cool. Good call.
So this Ernan, what does he have to do with this that we might learn from him?
He's in charge of watching for thieves, I believe.
Oh, a guard of sorts?
Of sorts,
Sorta.
it sounds like.
Interesting. So perhaps learning more about his
Am I correct in that, DM?
job description.
Quick refresher for you guys on that. Brother Llewellyn, about 9 years ago, I believe, discovered Ernan in the cellars. He was just drinking whatever he could get his hands on at the time. And Llewellyn managed to make an agreement with him that if the Clericon would protect the cellars from thieves and vandals and that sort of thing, he could just have Llewellyn's share of the alcohol and some of the food as well, because shares are designated for the largest of the monks that are here, and Llewellyn is quite small. And so each week he gives his allowance of alcohol to Ernan and his a chunk of his allowance of food. So Ernan agreed. He's been guarding the cellars since.
Nice.
Is he a monk as well?
Huh?
Is he a monk as well?
No, no one but Llewellyn really knows he's here. Anyone who goes down to the cellars other than Llewellyn, he just hides out. Nobody else has seen him. Nobody else is aware of him.
Okay.
Or is he really there and it's all just a figment of Luann's imagination? We're all gonna die! Either way, let's go!
It's another doppelganger!
Or the same doppelganger.
Jasoo, lightning orb. Oh wait.
Jasoo is the lightning orb.
There you go.
For presents.
Okay, yeah. So,
Casually make our way down towards the cellars.
yeah. Or is this the This is before we go to bed, right? Or are we doing this after waking up? I don't remember what the timeline
I
was.
believe it was getting on into evening.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought too. Yeah, because Lueon said he had stuff to do before you turned in. That's what it was. Okay.
Well, maybe we go and talk with our leprechaun friend.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Ernan.
Cluricon.
And Cluricon. We go talk with him, and if we don't get like a solid lead, we're still kind of like, oh well, what do we do next? Then we just retire for the night and try and figure it out in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. So we'll go find Brother Lueon and go from there, because he said he was going to give us an introduction. As brief
Right.
an introduction you could.
So, this means I'm going to have to get myself to remember exactly how I did Loyon's accent, because he had that, like, half Jamaican, half African accent going on.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Jamaican?
Like
Like,
Wakanda Jamaican.
yes. Yes.
Delete that footage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a Coke.
I'm gonna grab a Coke. I'm gonna grab a Coke. No! Oh, I
What'd
thought
you
said
say?
you're out.
Oh,
knocking
he can't
everything
hear.
over.
I can hear. I'm still wearing my headphones.
Oh, you are still wearing the headphones.
I have a lot on.
Extra
You switched to
range.
Dr. Pepper?
Coca-Cola.
You switched to Dr. Pepper?
Coke.
Oh, okay.
The good stuff.
I don't know why I thought I heard you say that you were gonna have Dr. Pepper instead.
No.
Don't mind me.
Chugga-lug, chugga-lug.
Actually, what I heard was actually I'm going to, and then I like didn't quite catch it.
Oh.
So I just assumed.
I
Nice.
just was complaining that I had knocked over the Dr. Pepper. So,
Oh. You knocked it over. See, it had something to do with the Dr. Pepper. I was pretty close.
Knocked over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to keep the Dr. Pepper in my mouth, please.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, you're on my screen.
but anyway, yeah, you go and you find Brother Lueon. I believe you actually may still have been talking to him around
That's
then.
probably true.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So, like, by go find, I mean, you look out that way.
He was going to introduce us to the not the top.
Yeah, the Chloricon. They're frozen. No.
The stroke hit.
Yeah,
By the way, Daniel, I'm loving the token for Tomati's werebear.
right. It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
Keep talking. Well,
it's huge.
there goes Sadie, and there goes David.
Hey,
No,
our
we got.
internet just went down, you guys.
That sucks. Have you tried turning it off and on again? The
Right?
internet doesn't weigh anything.
Oh, I was only able to switch because my phone has the
Discord app.
provider, I guess, the
Oh,
data, and I can
Mhm.
I can jump on that. But he's probably in there trying to figure it out.
Everybody's freaking out for a little bit. No.
What do we do? What do we do?
Oh man.
What do we do?
Check the router
Where's
first.
what do we go?
I was gonna say, what was that me? I can't see.
How's it going?
It's going great. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm great.
Okay.
So how long till you get to bear hug and bear wrestle purple worm?
I don't know yet. Hopefully a little while.
I don't know if he's that big. Could you actually hug a purple wormful?
Sure. It's like hugging a giant redwood tree.
I mean, not.
Hands straight out. That's about it.
Well, belly flops on your lifeless body.
Yeah, basically. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was excited for printing that out. Like somebody posted it as one solid print file. I'm like, oh yes. Otherwise it's like 14 little prints, and I don't want to do that. That's dumb. And then I got about an inch tall, and then ran out of filament on my printer. I'm like, no.
Oh no.
So it's got a big old seam at the bottom of it, which is okay. I mean, you know, we can paint it up and sand it down. That's not gonna notice, but it looks really cool. It's very, very spiky.
Hi guys.
Chomping my head off. Yeah.
Whenever I think of those purple worms, I always go to Tremors in my head.
Uh-huh. I have a cross between Tremors and Dune.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're both terrible movies. What?
Never seen Dune.
Really? Oh, it's an awful movie.
I saw Tremors with you, Russell, and David.
That does not surprise me in the least.
Was it before or after the 1960s Batman movie?
I don't know. It's probably after. Oh, they're coming back online.
It was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
That's the one they had the Greek place open.
I see him back in Discord.
Hello.
Yay!
Your D&D game is important to us. Please continue to hold.
All their music.
Oh yeah, I should have found my awesome other music.
Hello?
Hello.
We're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the party.
Now I have to go get back in the call. Of all
Yeah,
the,
me
of
too.
all the times for our internet to drop out, like literally when we're starting.
That's okay. I kept recording the whole time, so you're good.
And that's Smash the Body.
See if I can get this to work here.
All right.
Should have done this at the beginning.
There we go.
CenturyLink apologizes for the delay. We're-
Cool, thanks, CenturyLink.
CenturyLink gives you a mid.
That's awesome. That's your job. That's your job.
I should have thought of this at the start of this. That would have been great.
yeah.
Every time.
You can just edit that in. Edit music.
Yes, I can. This will be great.
Yeah.
Everybody act like it never happened. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah. And that's it. Cut and splice and yes, excellent.
All right. I think everything's back in order now. Watch, though. I've just cursed our internet by saying that.
Oh yeah, I never should have said that.
Yeah.
Doomed for all time. Let me
Did
make
you
sure
just
that's
say
the
we're
gun.
gods?
No.
Why would you even tempt that?
Why would you even tempt that?
Bombs.
Whee!
Like
Yes.
All right. So, Brother Llewellyn begins leading you down towards the cellars. You have to kind of maneuver your way around the back of one of the brewery rooms in order to make your way down. And he takes you down pretty deep, deep enough that it is cooler because they keep things down here to age. There are lots of barrels along all of the walls, oak barrels that are in various stages of dustiness. Many of them look like they are darkly toasted because when you are aging certain things, they use toasted oak to help imbue certain flavors, so they will hold it over fire.
Good to know.
And it's pretty dark down here. The only light is coming from Tamati's headdress and from
Nice.
a small magical stone that Brother Llewellyn is holding that gives off light. And he brings you to the foot of the stairs where he stops. He says, I am afraid I do not have energy for Ernin today. So this is where I stop. But Ernin, we have visitors. They wish to ask you a few questions. And from off to the left, you hear a small clatter of breaking glass as something is dropped.
I'm okay.
You hear this clatter, and you hear a voice. It's like, "Oh, bloody nine hells! What is it thou then?" And this tiny little man with bright red hair and sort of a greenish tinge to his skin, and who looks like he is he looks really just dirty and kind of disheveled. He hasn't washed his clothes in who knows how long. He smells like stale beer, and he comes around the corner.
Beer,
and
wet dog and salt.
No.
Dang it.
different smell.
I thought for sure. So close.
Instead, he smells more like stale beer and a laundry basket that has been left in a warm, dark closet for about 6 weeks or so.
Oh,
Jeez. This is nasty.
And he...
Can I make a con save?
Yeah. He turns the corner and looks at all of you. He's like, "What's this then? What do you want?"
Just had a couple questions for you. My name is Tamati.
I don't care what your name is.
Good, I don't care what your name is either. So you heard about the break-in the other night, right?
Of course I did. And Loeon came in here and asked me about it already, as if I had anything to do with it, as if I haven't been working for him for the last 9 years of my life, making sure that
That's a good track record.
nobody steals the bloody liquids that he's been storing in here, waiting for them to be drinkable.
I don't know how you could stand that for 9 years. I'd be too tempted to drink it all. Anyway, so yeah, but what all did you tell Brother Llewellyn?
I told him I don't know anything about it. I told him that I had nothing to do with it, and that I don't come out from down here, really.
Sure, I can understand.
Oh, what? Oh, dang it.
Technical difficulties.
Night of technical difficulties. Do you need some more elevator music? Okay. So I had a question for you. And, well, since you haven't left from down here, you may or may not know the answer. But while we were up there, I sniffed around, and I noticed there was a smell in one particular area of salty air, stale beer, and wet dog. Do those mean anything to you?
Nine hells, not rum gremlins.
Oh!
Rum gremlins. What are those?
They're the worst, is what they are.
They sound terrible.
Follow around.
Sounds like you've had a run-in with them.
They like sailors. They usually stay on ships. They drink all the rum, drink anything they can get their hands on, make trouble. The more of them there are, the more trouble you're in, because the smarter they get when they're around. They've got sort of a hive mind kind of thing. Too many of them in one place, they can be real nasty.
They're drunk kobolds.
That's what I was just thinking.
Alcohol
We're
makes
doomed.
them drunk.
I don't know what would bring them this far inland. They usually stay aboard ships.
Do they follow sailors? Do they follow sailors? Because there's one that stayed here 2 days ago.
Sometimes.
Yeah, salty
Could have
sea
stowed away.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Maybe she was carrying them in her luggage.
I mean, any sailor what knows about a rum gremlin, if they know that they're carrying them with them, they may as well light their luggage afire.
Unless she's in on it.
Nobody cooperates with rum gremlins. Rum gremlins don't cooperate with anyone.
Fair enough.
Can they change their appearance?
No, but get enough of them, they can do all kinds of magic.
Can they walk
Trench
through
coat.
walls?
Trench coat.
3 in a trench coat. Whoa. We are so doomed.
I didn't know the whispered one accepted people too.
As I said, they could have stowed away. Ugh.
Is there any way to find them?
Well, get enough rum gremlins around a place like this would be practically heaven for them.
Yeah, really.
Hope they'd
And they walk
stick
through
around
walls?
here. We'd never get rid of the things.
Teleport?
What's that?
Can they walk through walls or teleport?
They might be able to teleport. They have... Get enough of them in one place, they can do all kinds of magic. I'm not sure the extent of their abilities, but they get smarter the more of them there are, so...
Oh, jeez.
This is good.
Is there any way to lure them out? Or to... How do you deal with rum gremlins?
Kill as many of them as you can as quickly as possible. They...
Okay.
Nasty little things, about a foot tall. They're
Foot tall? I'm not gonna be able to hit any of these things. I'm gonna crawl around my hands and feet just trying to sniff them.
they reproduce real fast, especially if they have access to enough alcohol.
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap.
Uh,
So how do we find them?
Any of these guys are.
Follow the smell, I reckon. If you haven't run into too many of them here, I imagine they've left the... They must have left the monastery. They can't still be in here, or they'd be down here annoying me.
Why would they leave such a heaven for themselves?
They likely haven't gone far. They stick close. Maybe too many eyes in here for them. Don't want to be watched. Too easy to be noticed with 50-some monks and whatever you idiots are running around all the time.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
That you do. That you do.
You said it before I could.
That's it.
You know I love you.
I'd say I elbow you, but it might throw you across the room.
Ow! Ow! Now I really need to make a con save.
That's what you get.
Well,
Sorry.
you'll
just
smell
a
them
little
if
bit more
there are
time.
enough of them.
Okay.
But they, like as not, they can't have gone far. Not sure where
Okay.
they could be.
Excellent. It gives us something to go on. You say, do they particularly, I mean, they stow away aboard ships. Is there any other kind of, like, natural habitat for them on land? Is Sapphire inland? Like,
They hang out around the docks sometimes near
okay.
cities. They sometimes a bar will close because they've got an infestation. Have to call in some wizards to burn the whole place down.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
you don't want that to happen.
That's good to know. Excellent. Okay.
Well, I think we need to go straight to the abbot. with
Yeah.
this.
Well, you're definitely sure they couldn't be here then.
I doubt it. If they were still here, you'd know.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Do they
He's
have
like
like
a recon. He's trustworthy.
they have like a
I mean, I think he's on the up and up, but I just want to be sure.
I say everybody's trustworthy. What are you talking
17.
about? Whoa,
Yeah,
nice.
he's drunk and irritable and seems as suspicious of you guys as you are of him, and he just kind of wants you to go away, but he's not lying to you.
Okay.
He just wants to get back to his
That's all I
drink.
wanted. That's all I wanted.
And
That's
then
all I
one
want.
question before we go. Do you know how these gremlins reproduce? How you would see, like, they make a hive like a hive mind, or how does that work?
Well, they drink enough, they develop a little beer belly sort of thing, and given maybe an hour or two, it falls off and it grows legs and teeth, and it walks away as another rum gremlin, and they just do that.
Wow.
I thought for sure you were going to go,
That's very
well,
helpful.
when two young rum gremlins love each other. Makes for a much more terrifying story. Whew. And that bitter belly just falls off. Oh, man. This is going to be fun.
All right. Well, thank you, Ian. We'll leave you to your work.
would we be able to lure them if we were carrying some alcohol with us, like a couple of crates? You think, or would it be easier just to try to track them down by smell?
Under usual circumstances, you might be able to, but if they've stolen 100 bottles, they don't have much need for more yet.
Yeah.
I reckon one bottle of the Black Dram would be enough for a rum gremlin to divide itself twice.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
We got to find these guys fast.
Yes.
We're going to be in trouble.
I start turning and walking away. Thanks, Aaron. See you later.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll leave you to your drinking.
You're very welcome. It has not been a pleasure. Don't come back.
I don't plan on it. But if I do, it may be with another drink. And then walk off.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So,
kind
yeah,
of quick
let's,
stepping towards wherever we can
I
find
want to
it.
go. I want to go back to the outside of the temple where we lost the trail, and I'm gonna merge with Loki and just kind of do a like a perimeter check to see if I can kind of see anything.
Okay.
Trail of empty bottles.
Yeah, there's
No.
like the scent just kind of blew away in the wind, and there's not a lot for you to go on. There around the monastery, there's some grounds that cover quite a bit of land. They have orchards and fields of grain and that sort of thing, and a few like fields of hop vines on trellises, that sort of thing. Just all of the things that they need to produce the various drinks that they make here.
And
But I don't see like any creatures, and I don't see.
There's
menacing birds.
the only thing that you see as you kind of look around the perimeter is that there is another old stone building that is maybe half a mile away. And there's an old trail leading from the monastery to it that is kind of overgrown. It doesn't look like people have followed it, and that trail leads all the way to just a wall, a brick wall. There is, if like you fly around this old building, there is no entrance. It's just solid brick all the way around.
Let's come up close.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and.
I think I can make a door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go back to get Tamati, but maybe we ought to focus.
I'm ready.
Well,
Well,
we're going to talk to the abbot. You can ask him about it.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
run to him first.
yeah, I'm gonna fly back and I'm gonna tell them about the
Abbot Body
building
Malt.
with no door.
Okay.
Barley malt. Yeah, so we'll run and find Abbot Barley Malt real quick. Tell him what we think is going on.
He is in the study where that is right across the hall from where the black dram was stolen from.
Perfect.
And
I'm gonna look at everybody and go, don't mention Ernan before we walk in.
Yeah.
And then we walk in.
Okay. The abbot looks up at all of you. I keep forgetting that Sorith and Bronwyn are still with you, but they haven't,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
almost
you do.
mentioned Sora.
yeah,
But-
like, they haven't had any particular reason to pipe in so far, so they're just kind of
Yeah.
there. And
Sweet.
but the abbot welcomes you all in. And says, yes, hello everyone. Have you found something?
We think so. We found some clues towards them being rum gremlins
Ah,
that might be at fault on this.
I haven't had any direct experience with rum gremlins. I have heard of them, but they live aboard ships ordinarily, don't they?
Well,
Yes.
you did have a sailor staying here a couple of nights ago.
And there were traces that would lead us to think of gremlins in her quarters, as she stated.
Well, that would certainly be unfortunate.
Perhaps more than unfortunate, it could be catastrophic for the blessed Flagon.
Yes, I would be very concerned if this is true. Is there anything that you can do to curb this infestation before it takes root? Is there?
Well, we're working on
hoping to. Yeah.
we're working on trying to find them. They're in hiding right now. And sustaining themselves on the black dram that they appear to have taken.
It is most
Probably
worrisome.
reproducing at a very high rate.
Oh, dear.
Are there any abandoned buildings or anything nearby that they could take shelter in?
There is perhaps the old brewery. I'm not certain if they could find their way in, but there is an old building that we've not used in 22, 23 years now. I closed the building after we had some difficulties.
Retro.
What sort of difficulties?
Difficulties that I prefer not to discuss. Dark times for me. Perhaps some mistakes things that I should have handled better.
It might impact what we're dealing with. It would plus very much if we could know, strictly for the sake of remedying whatever problems may be rising.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
First roll of the night. Aside from Sadie's forced upon herself roll. That one doesn't count. I saw your face on that one.
Oh
No, I rolled a 17 for the perception check.
No, Constitution.
that's a 19
No, I didn't.
plus
I
8.
didn't
That's-
do the Constitution check.
Oh, I thought you did. 19 plus 8? What?
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's a good check.
Jeez Louise.
Take it.
The abbot looks at you for a moment, and you kind of see something almost crumples in his face. He looks like there's an old shame rising to the surface, and he says, very well. Many years ago, we had a monk here, a human. His name was Older Hain. He was a good man for many years. I knew him from the time he first joined us here. He joined us when he was perhaps 31 and served well for 12, 13 years. And one day he snapped. We don't know what happened. Out of the blue, he disappeared. We wondered what had happened to him. And 3 others disappeared with him. And no one could find him until we eventually went to a section of the brewery. Someone went to check on one of the batches that was fermenting in a vat, and we found that the door to that room had been barred. And we asked if Ulver was on the other side. There was no answer. We eventually broke down the door, and inside we found Older, the bodies of the 3 men he had killed, and found that he had been using blasphemous rites to make some kind of horrible brew using their blood. And as we entered, his eyes were empty, mad. There was nothing behind them. He was almost more an animal than a man. We didn't know what to do. We simply he rushed at us. He tried to kill us. Those of us that were present came at us with a long knife. We simply fled and locked the doors behind us. I had the entrance to the brewery bricked up with him still inside.
That explains the brick.
We left it alone from then on. Perhaps there was something I could have done for him instead of fearing him so much that I just left him there. Perhaps we could have helped him.
Sounds like at that point he's kind of made his choice.
That was my thought, but I cannot say it does not weigh heavily on me. Still, all these years later.
Understandably. You said his name is Older Hannon?
Older Hain.
Hain. Older Hain. I just want to make sure it's right for my notes. Older.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he's still alive in there. He would have run out of anything to sustain himself with years and years ago.
Unless, of course, he had a bunch of rum gremlins working for him.
Well, if the rum gremlins have only just arrived, then they may be rather
That's
late.
That's
Or
true.
even whatever may have taken hold of him may and seems certainly unnatural. Thank you for telling us. That
Yes.
helps us know what we're going into.
If you wish to enter the old brewery, then the old trail leads to the thinnest point in the brick where the old entrance was. You can break your way
I
through
can
if you
find it.
must. But
Okay.
be careful. There is evil in that place. It is not what we meant for it to be when we built it.
Of course not.
I have a question, and it may be a little unorthodox given the situation that we're dealing with here, but once we're done searching, would you like us to leave the building, or would you like us to burn it for you?
Uh,
You can start afresh.
well,
We can always talk about that later too.
it's made largely of brick and stone. I don't feel that fire would do a great deal to it, but
Oh,
And we have the means to control the fire just in case, because it's a farmland orchard.
yeah. Well, and we have other means besides fire to take a stone building down, but
It's called me.
We recently came into a bear wrecking ball.
I'm in like a wrecking ball.
perhaps it would be
We'll just you bop him on the snout and let him go to work.
okay.
Perhaps it would be best. We have moved our operations into the monastery itself in the meantime, but it would be nice to expand our fermentation space and our brew floors once again.
Sure.
We'll be
That
sure
is-
to be particularly thorough for these.
We can handle that for you.
I appreciate that.
Well, sounds like we've got some snooping to do. So if you'll pardon us.
All right. Well, if anyone happens to be in the fields and asks you, you have my formal permission to enter the old brewery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I kind of give like a little bow.
And he bows back, which, given that he is a dwarf and not very tall for a dwarf at that, he's lower to the ground. So, but he bows back. And he says, "Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
And
May Flagon
perhaps
watch
keep
over you."
a. It may be also serve you well to keep a careful watch about your perimeter for anything. If these potential rum gremlins are not in the old brewery, they may still try to make a run or another attempt on your stores.
Yes, I will assign several of my stronger monks and nuns to watch over our stores, and
We'll go see what we find.
be careful.
That way.
Thank you.
Not a chance.
So I'm gonna go and show them where the building is.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I'm not walking there. I'm kind of hustling
Okay.
because with
I got stag ability. We can go double time. So
yeah, let's go.
Chug a
Yeah.
lug, chug a
Got these guys
lug.
multiplying potentially with Black Dram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're going along, Sorith says, "I admit I did not know that rum gremlins were real.
You'd heard of them before?
I heard soldiers speaking of them when I first sailed here from Lotach, my home.
Mm.
They spoke of them in a way, it sounded like they were trying to scare the passengers, they sort of a
Ghost
hazing,
stories.
hazing kind of thing. Like, I thought of it like, what do you call it here? A snipe hunt.
I've never heard of those. Are they mean?
Oh,
We'll tell you all
they are
about
so mean to Marty. We'll tell you all about them.
Incredibly
Ricky
dangerous.
those.
You gotta hunt them.
Gotta hunt them? Oh, I'm good at hunting.
But, you make your way, and you see the closer you get, it is the underbrush and everything. All of the growth here is thicker. None of the monks have really ventured over this way in a very long time. the fields all even, it looks like the edges of the fields may have been, judging from some of the fence placements, the edges of the fields may have been closer years ago, but they have slowly just kind of shifted back the lines of where they plow and plant their crops, because just apparently everyone is made uncomfortable by this old building.
Sweet.
But you managed to follow what used to be the trail. It's still visible enough, worn down in spite of the fact that it's overgrown, and you find yourself standing next to this fairly large old stone building that it looks like the stone probably was closer to the white stone that makes up the monastery, but it's kind of yellowed with age and dirt.
Before he goes wailing on the walled part of the building, I want to do just kind of a check for any sense of magic in the area.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
$18.
There is a lingering sense of some kind of magic. There is kind of an energy that makes you feel uneasy as well. It is, you're not sure if it has to do with the rum gremlins or if it has to do with what happened here years ago. But there is an energy to the place that is kind of just a faint hum in the background.
Yeah, there is kind of a weird energy here, so I think we need to be on guard.
Rub my arms, kind of getting the goosebumps.
Is Taurus still in his bear form?
Not yet, but he can be transformed. I was gonna say the little hairs on the back of my neck now that I'm a werebear standing up on end.
Yes.
Not that I'm a werebear, but because of a werebear.
Sorth can transform, but he hasn't.
It smells.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, I can just smell it out and see.
Yeah, Sorth transforms quickly and kind of smells the air and transforms back.
So cool.
It is hard to tell if our rum gremlins are here. Perhaps once we are inside, but there is a smell to this place that I do not like.
It's probably the undead devil thing.
More than likely.
I've had it, Tamati.
Yeah.
We gonna die. I pull out my siege maul.
I'm
All
scared.
Right. We're going through the front door, right? You don't want to like knock out a sidewall or anything, just front door.
Nope, gotta go through the front door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprise! Suckers!
The mace is with us too. He just hasn't talked.
Okay.
Just pull him out of the bag of holding.
Deep in thought there, buddy.
Yeah.
Just swing out my siege maul from behind
I
the back.
cast Sanctuary on myself before he hits.
Okay.
Everybody ready? Anybody else need to prep for anything?
As you are like ready.
Yeah, I cast Sanctuary on myself too, actually.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't. Actually, I don't do that because it's a spell and I don't want to use up my spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Yeah, as you are readying your siege maul, you see Sorith draws from his back this incredibly massive greatsword that has this long two-handed grip, and the blade of it is probably like 6 feet long, about this wide, and it looks like the thing probably has to weigh at least 50 pounds. It's a very big, heavy sword. And he draws it and readies it, and Bronwyn draws 2 short swords from her hips. Well, suppose I'm ready if you are.
I like it, Sorth to go, that's a nice sword. Look at that!
So,
I'm kind of just like on edge, ready to do.
Oh, can I
If I
cast
feel.
Spirit?
can you what?
Oh yeah, initiative bonus.
Inspiring Spirit?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, how long do those last?
10 minutes?
Realize the door is crumbling against the power of my siege maul.
I'm gonna wait for a minute before I cast it.
Yeah, it lasts 10 minutes, so.
So tomorrow.
I'm putting up my feather fortress against the shrapnel of the rock.
Yeah. Yeah, Tamati rears back and just like there is this echoing It sounds almost like you're beating a building-sized drum because this empty building just amplifies the sound as you crush these bricks, and they just sort of crumble inward. And after the dust clears, or while the dust is clearing, there's this blast of this wet dog stale beer scent that just like sea air. It just smells terrible. It just like there is this wave of it rolls out over you.
Hey, Soreth, I think we found the smell.
Oh, really? Good news, my friend.
Thanks.
Wait, hold on. I missed something because I was trying to get my camera to work. So we found it. We have the like salty.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
The smell is
Stank wall.
everywhere.
In droves.
Okay, got it.
Be glad you got a rare bear tomato. Ooh, bad enough like this.
And
I would have barfed.
as the dust clears and the sun is just setting on the horizon at this point. As the dust clears, the sort of red light of the sunset shines in. You see beams through the pillars of dust that are rolling out. And it lights up what appears to be just a large, fairly empty room. It looks like this was a processing floor for malting grains and that sort of thing. It's covered in dust everywhere. There are a number of tiny little footprints that lead everywhere. It looks like some of them go up the walls, and most of them seem to ultimately converge over to the far west side of the room, where there's a staircase going down, a spiral staircase.
Awesome.
I'm not sure where yours is.
Out of curiosity, DM,
Yes.
what is the Constitution saving throw for not throwing up in here?
20. Natural 20.
Like, if the
You're very pleasant.
if you want to be affected by the smell, then you can roll a con save, and I'll just tell you what happens.
Well, I rolled a 12 just because I was curious.
Okay, you gag a little bit when the smell rolls over you because it's very strong, but you're able to get a hold of it before.
When I joked earlier about rolling the Constitution saving throw, I let my dice fall out of its little container, and it landed on a natural one.
Yeah, I saw your face. That's why I was laughing about it.
And there is,
Yeah.
as you step into this large room, there is just this kind of weird prickly feeling all over your skin that you just feel uncomfortable. This place is unpleasant. You don't like whatever happened here. You don't like it, and like it just. Even Soreth, who seems like he takes most things pretty much in stride, you can see that he looks a little uncomfortable, and he says, "Dark things have happened in this place."
Yeah.
How dark is it?
I'm kind of fiddling with my amulet a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very light glow, green glow from my mohawk.
It's between like the light that is pouring in from the sunset and stuff like Tomate's headdress. It's light enough in here for you to see things. It looks like there are some old windows that were also bricked up, but no light is let in through those. It's very dusty. You don't really see anything in this chamber.
I'm gonna take a torch and light it.
Okay.
Barely we can see.
If I did dancing lights, would it
If you
help?
what?
Did dancing lights?
If I did dancing lights.
Dancing lights would give you a few sources of dim light. It wouldn't like light things up super strongly, but it would light things up a little bit.
Okay, since I can do it in human form, I'll do dancing lights and have it like slowly float towards the top.
Okay. Yeah, these sort of little globes of greenish light just sort of spiral out from Jisu's body, and they just kind of drift slowly in the direction of Tamati.
Kind of look at him, glare at Jisu, and then just go back to like focusing on the room.
Yeah.
It's trying to freak me out. I'm already freaked out. Come on, man.
Yeah, I kind of think
And then I just have a dog office.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any like traps that we can tell. This seems kind of like that. There or like weak floorboards or anything like that.
Okay.
Seems like that kind of a place.
Make an investigation check.
First blood. Ooh, that's not good. Investigation is 2. It's gonna be a fun night.
it's dusty and stinky. That's
Yep. It's dusty and it smells bad, and there are footprints, like little tiny footprints
Like-
everywhere.
Tears rolling down my face, trying to hold back the smell.
Monty, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna start walking into the room.
Yeah, we need to go. While we're looking, they're multiplying. So we need to follow these footprints before they can drink all of the black rum.
Can I maybe figure out where they lead to? Kind of where we think we'll.
The footprints?
Yeah.
The
They're
So it
going
looks like
towards the downstairs.
Yeah, down the stairs.
The footprints converge on the spiral staircase leading down.
Got the walls.
They kind of scatter all over the place, but then ultimately they do all come back and head in the direction of the staircase.
Okay.
And I'm there, and I'm starting to go down, holding the torch ahead of me.
Okay. Zafine, make a dexterity saving throw real quick.
No.
Let's see.
Why is it happening? Because you're the lightest person, and you fell through the floor.
And I did not roll well. So with a dexterity saving throw, it's total of 6. Oh, 9. 9 total.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
It's better than me.
You kind of you trip over something on the stairs and you kind of roll a few steps down. You take 5 hit points of bludgeoning damage on your way down.
Okay.
But on
Great
the
job,
upside, you find that what you tripped over was a small pouch, a small, unassuming looking leather pouch.
Oh,
Can I check the pouch?
little pouch.
Just take it.
Can I
Let's
look
go.
at the pouch? Because I tripped over it?
Just put it in your pocket. Let's go.
You go. Give me a minute. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm being very unceremonious.
Mom's gonna go try to help them
What
do
do you
that.
want to determine about the pouch? Or you just
It's contents. What's inside?
okay? As you look at it, it appears empty. Like it doesn't seem like it has anything inside it. But when you open it up, you get this small little waft of the smell of fine spices coming out of it.
Oh.
Do you spice?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Yes,
I know
you
what
do.
it is.
You do know
Smells
what it
like
is.
spices, but I can't tell if there's anything in here. Does anyone know what this is?
Spices? Can I check it?
Yes, check it. It's
Can
right
I check
there.
it?
Yes, make an Arcana check.
With advantage, because I know what it is.
No,
kidding.
because
I
you
just-
know what it is.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Metagaming.
Metagaming. That's cocked.
Mouse helps with precision.
Can mouse help?
How many
Sure.
bludgeoning did you say I took?
5.
5. Okay,
5
that's
HP.
Okay, that's better. 12.
Okay, so you recognize that there is a magical energy to this. It is it's not a very strong magical energy. It's just kind of a simple little thing. But this is in fact what is called a Heward's Handy Spice Pouch. And essentially it has a number of charges, and when you spend one of its charges, you can speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning and pull out a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch, which is enough to season a single meal, and it regains charges every day at dawn. So
The gourmand got a spice pouch.
Zafine, you found a magic spice pouch.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I won't have to carry all those bags. pouches. Oh, you are going to enjoy dinner tonight. I tuck that away.
Okay, just a
Sorry, I
second.
lost everything.
I am
Oh,
typing
no.
up the description of that so that you know exactly what it does.
Oh, good.
I lost all of my internets.
Oh no.
What's
I
just
can still hear
happened?
you.
Yeah,
What is
it's on my phone.
Oh,
I lost my
the
Discord,
weather
I
in
lost
Idaho
my
is not
video.
treating us very well, apparently.
Yeah.
Is it pretty windy today there?
It wasn't too
It
bad.
was pretty bad earlier. The snow, like when it was kind of half hailing, half snowing, it was almost horizontal at that time. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
I didn't actually go out in that, but when I was out and it was snowing, it wasn't super bad.
I lost my internet.
That explains why all of your pictures disappeared.
Yeah, everything got toast. I'm staring at myself. I got this nice upward, like staring at something at the ceiling, I guess, or something. Picture sitting on my screen. Awful. Okay. Let me see what the heck is going on.
Yes, I do.
but yeah. Now that you know what this is, you have to assume that this was likely used in the brewing processes, and that it just got left here in the rush for everyone to get out and block in Boulder Hain.
That makes sense.
Handy spices.
Well,
Yeah, spices.
You like cooking spice?
Yeah,
any
Any
non-magical food seasoning?
non-magical food seasoning.
Spice? Do you spice?
Do you spice?
Four of us get that.
It's one of my favorite quotes from Critical Role.
Yeah.
Do you spice?
Do you spice?
Life needs things to live.
Oh, it's cold outside. There's a dog yelling at me.
Yeah. Sadie knew what that was because when I was looking through Xanathar's, I saw it and I was like, that would be a fun item for Zafine to have.
Zafine.
So,
Yep. So he told me
Nice.
about it.
I didn't mention when I was going to give it to you, but I was like, I should find an excuse to give that to Zafine.
It was a good time to do it.
Fantastic.
And it's a minor enough item that it doesn't require attunement or anything, so you can just use it.
You can just have it.
You can just have it.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay,
kind of a
going
fun
nuts.
little flavor item, literally.
Exactly. All right.
Ah.
Oh, my kidneys. Blew up.
Well, after getting up and dusting myself off, continue downstairs.
I'm halfway down the stairs going, are you okay? And half
Well,
coming
I'm
back.
trying to think about the good things I can make with uninhibited spices rather than the smell in here.
Just take a couple pinches and shove them up your nose.
Just smell the contents of your bag that just are smelly spices that are yummy. Just stick your nose in it.
Yeah. All right, so as you guys head downstairs, the spiral stairs go down what you imagine would be the equivalent of 2 levels. It looks like they skipped
guess
a
that means
sub-level and then had a sub-level further down so that it would stay cooler. And you head down, and the spiral stairs end in a corridor, a short corridor, maybe 10, 15 feet long, at the end of which is a 5-foot wide stone door.
5-foot wide stone door. Easy to locked.
It does not appear to be, no.
Is it trapped?
You can make a perception check to see if you can tell if There's a trap on it.
Perception. Ah, that's a 24.
It doesn't appear to be trapped, no.
Okay, we're good to go then.
Yeah.
I just kind of wave my arm like, Sonati.
Daniel is currently muted, so if he answered us, I don't know if he... We did not hear it.
Sorry. Still help informing everybody. Hey, just beat the cat up for me. Sorry. Internet should be back on in my house. That's why I'm running back to that. Okay, it's 5-foot door. Is it locked? Did you say?
No, not locked, not trapped.
Oh.
I checked it.
Look at everybody. Ready?
Ready.
Boot kick to the door. Boom.
All right. The door slides
Look at the
open.
stuffy crap.
It
slides.
yeah, it kind of grinds a little bit on the stone floor for the first few inches, but after that it swings free. And
I just had this image of me like kicking the door and go, oh, it's like a pocket door. It slides to the right
yeah.
instead of opening. Oh, okay, let's slide. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the door opens up into a large room. It's about 60 feet to a side, if you had to guess. And there is another 5-foot stone door exactly opposite, straight ahead of you. Lining the walls of this room, there are a series of 12-foot tall statues of monks, 6 on either side of the room, to the left and to the right of you. Each statue is holding a bottle over a cup, kind of like this, and as if they were pouring. And there is mostly just like rubble on the floor. There's some broken glass. There's some pieces of what looks like distilling equipment that have been trampled. And in the center of the room, there is a table, old warped wood, kind of dark, almost gray. And on that table is a crate containing 24 untouched bottles of black dram, some of what was stolen.
Ooh.
Shush.
Hey,
Only
Tamati.
24 left.
Or, no, Mouse is the one with the bag of holding.
Yeah, should I put it in the bag?
Yeah, put it in the bag of holding.
Charlie trap.
Yeah.
Just
How
saying.
many bottle bottles are missing?
A total of 100 bottles were taken, right around 100
Right.
bottles.
So 76 are missing.
Okay.
And if
So
one
take
can get
the
about
bag.
We've got 140 little munchkins come down on us.
Mouse grab
Bottles of beer on the wall. Bottles of beer. Take
Four.
12 down.
There could be more stashed somewhere else,
What's
just
that,
not
Heidi?
here
I
with
missed
these.
that. What was that, Heidi? I missed that.
He said Mouse grabs the bottle and quickly puts them in the bag and says, storing, like,
Okay. There, as you take the bottles out, you get most of them out of the way before you hear sort of a faint sound of grinding stone and a click.
I knew it.
Oh, I knew it! Oh, I should have checked.
And I need everyone to roll initiative because
Hey, has it been 10 minutes or has it been more than that?
it's within 10 minutes. You haven't been in.
Shoot,
Well, everyone gets plus 1 initiative.
I should have cast my Inspiring Spirit when we came in here. As soon as I saw the monks. Rin, where did you go?
I just realized that we have not had
Oh, there
music
you
for
are.
a while after our internet went out. I should get.
It's okay. We just got movie back, so it's been a rough night.
I don't
Yeah,
have movie
no.
yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My movie is shot. Freaking gosh.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yes. The problem is it won't come on for me to turn it off.
Oh, initiative. Sorry, hang on. Scattering all over the place.
I lost little Rin.
Oh geez, Sora.
I've been looking for her instead of rolling initiative.
Inspiring Spirit gives you +2.
One.
Plus
Plus
one.
one. Because I didn't cast mine.
Holy cow! Sora and Bronwyn are the slowest people on the planet right now. They
I'm not very far.
Really, I
behind
didn't
him.
roll very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, awesome. I got 15. Loki got 13.
Okay, Rin 15.
Yep.
Okay,
Loki 13.
Bless you.
Ha! I found you, little Rin. Ha 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 ha.
So if we get an extra +1 for means fiery spirit, then it's a 15 out of 10.
Oh, wait! I didn't add that in. So
I'll
Rin
just-
got a 16,
Yeah, I'll just add.
and
that to
Loki
those.
got 14.
I got the
So-
same as Zafine.
Zafine got a 10.
Yes.
Okay. And Nancy also 10.
Yep.
Last one, 12.
12 for Mouse.
Nick, yeah, and Nick got a 20.
Nick got 20.
Jasu got 20?
Nip,
Oh, Nip did!
Nice.
Woo!
Go Nip!
we get them first thing.
Go, Nip, go!
Oh, and Chris said that he messaged David his number.
Yeah, I just got that. So. Jasu's dex is going to be higher than Rin's, I believe, because you guys tied.
Yeah, probably. My dex is only a 15.
And Sameas manages to be slower than Sorith and Bronwyn.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Because they didn't roll real well, but... Alright, so I guess that means, let's see... Hold on, I have to include...
I was not ready for this.
Yeah, the trap also has initiative at a couple of points, so I had to include that in my list.
The one time we don't check and not be strapped.
Yeah. I love that you
I checked
guys-
for traps upstairs. Everything was good.
I just love that you guys
Good
walked
job.
into a huge open room with very little in it other than like a table with the stuff you're looking for on it and some statues. You're like, that seems okay. Like,
I knew as soon as I saw
was
the
resetting my
captain
internet
we
at
were
that
gonna have
point.
some trouble. But I figured if we could hurry and grab the dram, that we could at least salvage some of it.
Alright, so because none of you rolled higher than initiative 20, at initiative 20, both of the stone doors, the one that you came in through, slams shut, and both doors get this faint glow, and you hear...
Is it a spell?
Oh dear.
You don't know.
We're gonna catch on fire. It's an incinerator.
Which then means it's Nip's turn right now.
Can I tell if it's a spell?
I mean, not without making any checks on your turn, no.
Oh.
Sorry.
But if I'm gonna do it, I need to do it right now. That's the thing.
So the only thing that happened is that the wall.
The
The
doors,
door's like slammed shut, and they've got some kind of like a magical thing on them.
the door slammed shut, and both
Hello.
doors to the room seem to have locked.
The you have Nick in the exit.
Huh? What was that?
What are you doing?
I was just if they have Nick start running around looking for the exit.
Okay. I'll say have Nip make a perception check. Just, I'm not sure what Nip's stats are for that, but
Perception.
yes.
So 4.
Okay.
Just like in maps then.
Yeah, like, Nip just doesn't really like. It looks like the only ways in and out of here are the doors. Nip doesn't see anything else. So, which brings us to Jasu's turn.
So we don't see any enemies yet?
Nope. This is a trap. This isn't a fight.
This is a trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we kind of set off a trap, so.
Okay, so all that's happened so far are the doors that slammed shut, right?
Mhm.
And they're starting to glow.
We're starting to what?
Glow.
The doors are faintly glowing, and they have slammed shut. I mean, one of them was already shut, but both of them have started glowing, even though only one slammed shut.
And only one set of shut?
The one we came in.
Closed. So the one across from you
We
was
came in through
already
one door,
closed.
took the bottles, the door behind us closed. Both of them are now glowing.
Yeah, the one
Okay,
behind
so-
you slammed shut.
So there's some in front of us?
There's one door
Yes,
in
there's one
front
in front
of you
of
as well, on the other side of the room.
Okay. How close am I to it?
If you are... I don't know, where did you come to? Were you, like, in the center of the room?
I don't know, honestly. I was
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, you can just decide where you were when this starts, because
Okay.
it's about a 60-foot square room. If you're in the center, you'd be 30 feet away from the far door or the door you came in, either way.
Should I just try and go through the door? Or should I go close to it?
Be careful.
I'll start walking towards the door, but can I, like... Okay, like, while I do it, can I roll, like, a perception to see if there's anything weird that I notice?
Sure.
Or do I have to do that?
I was going to make you roll a perception check on the door once you get there anyway, so...
Okay. Okay, cool. Cool, I'll do that, because I don't know what else to do.
Good idea.
That is notched.
Cacked.
I should have just done it. Frickin'. I should have just...
Doing
And
it
now I
now.
can't, because...
16?
Okay, yeah, you're looking over the door. You're having a hard time even finding the locking mechanism itself. It's going to take you more time to figure out where the mechanism is.
Okay. Cool. That's about all I can do.
Yep, that brings
Next.
us to Rin's turn.
We're gonna start drinking.
Have the statues moved at all? Have they...
Nope, nothing has changed
Do
except for the
I-
doors shutting.
Do I notice any hints on how to get out of the room? Are there any clues?
The doors are shut. That is all you have seen.
But I don't see, like... Ah. Okay, I'm gonna use spider climb
Okay.
and hike up the wall, kind of up to as close as the ceiling as I can,
Okay.
and try and get a better vantage point, see if I notice anything that might help us get out, any way to deactivate the magic that's happening with the doors.
Okay. Make a perception check.
23.
Okay. You run up the wall not far from one of the doors, and as you're kind of trying to scan over the room, something catches your eye. From this vantage point, you can see that although the doors are glowing entirely, right near the center of the doors, there is a faint bulge in the magic, almost like a little sphere that is halfway sticking out of the side. There is some kind of little magic bubble there, and you suspect that's probably where the locking mechanisms of the doors are hidden.
Okay. I spent my
But
Action.
you can tell that this lock is, well, that was your action this time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're like you can tell that the locking mechanism that is being used here is definitely magical in nature.
Okay. So for my bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say there's a bulge on the door. There's a magical bulge, and I think the lock is hiding in there. And that's it.
Okay. So you just like shout that out to everybody, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Which makes it Loki's turn. I don't know that Loki
Oh,
can do a whole lot
jeez.
here.
Go do the shocking grasp on the button.
Yeah, but I can only do the shocking grasp on my turn, and he has to be there. Okay. Oh, what I will do though, because freaking I don't have anything else. I will have Loki fly up to, not the door we came from, but the other door,
Okay.
and try to use a beak attack on the bulb.
Okay.
Get up.
And he got a 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loki pecks the door, and that is what happens. That is the full extent of that.
Okay, well, at least nothing happens if you touch that bulb. That much we've learned then.
Yeah. Which brings us to Mouse's turn.
Is there like something she could try picking with the lock? Like,
There's this magical bulge. This sphere is you can see if you go over there and look closer. You can see that there's a lock mechanism that you can pick if you could get to it, but the magic is in the way. And you might be able to interrupt the energies if you kind of just did some simple motions into it, but it would take an Arcana check to get it to the degree of exactness that you need to disable it. So.
can you do an Arcana check?
Yeah. Which door are you doing this on? The far one or the one you came in?
Do they both have a bulge?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
The door that we came in
Okay.
shut off.
Yeah.
Please. So 7.
What's that?
7 total? 7?
Okay, yeah, you can tell that you are sort of disrupting the energies, but they're just reforming around it. You're not quite getting there. There is the shield remains. That's like you just need to try it again, you expect. Like you just weren't able to get it exactly in the pattern that it needs. And that brings us to initiative count 10. At this point, you hear this sound coming from either side of the room that almost sounds like, that sort of sound when sprinklers are just about to start, when like the water is coming through them. And out of the bottles on each one of the 12 statues in the room, this pressurized flow of liquid starts spraying down, and within like half a second, the flow is so fast that there is already, like, maybe 2 or 3 seconds later, there's already 1 foot of liquid on the ground in the entire room, filling the whole room. And you smell the intense smell of alcohol. This is like near pure alcohol is being pumped into the room right now.
I'm gonna cast Counterspell.
It is not a spell, so Counterspell does nothing and you wasted a spell slot.
Okay.
Oh!
And
Okay.
let's see.
That counts a few.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not so great at these.
Constitution saving throw? That's the thing you're like best at.
No, rolling tonight. I'm not so good. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go.
No.
Saving throw.
Nope.
Plus my
Nope.
good roll.
I got a 6. I got a 6.
That's a failure.
That would be a 23.
That's a success.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I got an
21 for
18.
Semaeus,
That's a success.
and 11 for Jesse.
That's a failure.
Shari, you said 18.
Yeah, Tiffy got 18.
9.
Yeah. So 9 and 18 are both failures, unfortunately.
Ooh,
Oh.
Ooh,
So,
man.
so everyone.
I drink this much all the time.
Yeah, like everyone who succeeds, like you smell the alcohol and you kind of instinctively like draw in a breath and hold on to it for a moment. And those of you who failed, the alcohol fumes, this alcohol is so strong that the alcohol fumes just go straight in through your lungs, and you are considered drunk right now. You have You have the poisoned condition, which means that you have disadvantage on all attacks and checks. Not saves, but attacks and checks. And that brings us to Zephine's turn. There is probably about a foot of alcohol at your feet, and I believe you were one of the ones who failed, so you're kind of drunk right now, just from breathing the fumes in.
Whoa. This will be interesting to see.
Oh, I didn't roll for Loki. Should I have rolled for Loki?
I'm just kind of assuming that the familiar's poor Nip is
Drowning.
submerged. I don't know if there's much Nip can do right now.
This drunk floating rat. Excuse me.
Like,
Yeah,
It's like the mouse off of Dumbo.
let's see. Actually, Rin, did you fail or succeed your check? I can't remember.
I failed.
You're fine because you're on the wall. The fumes haven't reached you yet.
Yes!
You spider climbed up the wall, so the fumes haven't gotten to you yet, but they will soon.
Okay.
And Loki's probably with you, so Loki's fine. I'm just kind of...
No, Loki's at the door.
Oh, right. I'm just going to say that the familiars auto-fail that because they're...
Okay, so
So-
he's drunk.
Is this the maze can't get poisoned? Does that include intoxication?
We have previously said that Warforged in our setting can get drunk, so we'll say that this still happens to him.
Cool.
But he got 21, didn't he?
Well, yeah. You got
Okay.
Like
Just making sure. I'm
he's
like,
fine for
he
the
didn't
moment.
get drunk, did he? Warforged Constitution.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, the fumes hit me. Oh, I insta drunk. And I'm over by the table and I'm like, oh, this is bad. Oh, and I kind of lean over on the table and I just kind of clamber on top of it. And I'm looking in the box and I'm, oh, that empty was kind of insulted. Oh, and I am like kind of absently like waving to everybody like, oh, the table, get out of the table.
I'm over here just laughing.
And I'm pretty sure that's about all that Zephyne does.
Okay. Yeah, even though you're drunk, like, you have enough presence of mind that if you want to try something, you still can. It's just that you'll have disadvantage on it because you kind of feel like, oh, a little tipsy all of a sudden.
Okay. Alright. I think that hey Timothy, maybe it needs more weight back on it. Maybe we can disengage this trap.
Okay.
So maybe I try and jump on it.
Okay.
Weigh it down or something.
All right.
I was just say you're probably closer to 26 bottles of wine than I am.
Yeah. Which will bring us to Tomate's turn.
Okay. I was thinking about that, but if it's a magical shield, I'm afraid of what it might backlash and do to my siege maul. At the same time, it's not a bad idea. Dang it, I had something in mind and I totally forgot what it was. I don't remember what I was gonna do. Okay, yeah, what the heck? I'm just gonna go up and I'm not gonna smash the door directly. I'm just trying to smash the wall next to the door.
Okay.
See if it'll do anything.
Next to the door, you say?
Yeah, because I'm scared. Like the door's glowing. It's got a shield on it, and I remember hearing stories about like using weapons against magical shields that it shatters the weapon, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go just off of the door.
Okay.
And see. Maybe it'll lessen the impact on my weapon.
All right, make an attack roll.
Oh, jeez. Woo! 16 plus 8 to hit. Where'd my weapons go? Yeah, what is it? 30, no.
Safe to say that you
26.
hit the wall.
Yeah. Kush my
The wall does not dodge.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Kush smash!
Some of the bricks smash underneath the blow, and you see that there's a small puff of dust out of it, like there's earth behind it that you're...
It's more
You're
like
not
built
gonna-
into a tunnel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
not going to be able to break through that way.
Yeah. I was just hoping. Okay.
I will have to just pause real quick while I run to the bathroom because the next two turns are Sorth and Bronwyn. And so I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that one. It's always too easy to go through the wall next to it.
Yeah, good call.
Like I say, I'm just nervous.
I'm
smash that shield.
hoping that by the time my turn comes around, I've noticed that most of you are getting drunk, and I can like put my cloak on around my face to try and block the fumes.
Should have done that for your bonus
To
action.
try-
Just kidding.
Well, I didn't know what was gonna happen.
It's true.
I mean, I guess I kind of had a hunch. As soon as I saw the statues in there, I'm like, oh, this
That's what I was gonna do. The statues. I was gonna search the freaking statues.
So I missed what Zafine did, other than jumping on the boxes.
That's about it. She stumbled around being drunk for a
That's pretty
while.
much it.
Oh, okay. I know, I can't get it to... What?
Mhm.
I may try coming back into the call again, see if I can't get my stupid camera to work.
I am back now. Sorry about that.
You good?
Maybe I
gonna
will
say-
try.
I was gonna check the statues. That was what I was planning on doing before I forgot and hit a wall instead.
Yeah. All right. So Sorth's turn.
Both mentally and physically.
Oh look.
Hey,
yeah.
sideways.
Yeah, you're sideways,
Oh,
but you're back.
okay. Well, can I get it to... Yeah, there we go.
You were upside down for a second, but now you're fine.
Yeah, because it's charging, and so I can't put the bottom down.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
put it top down, and it's gonna work for me. So, hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray! I fixed the camera. I just have to move it back. Everybody gets to see my keyboard.
Right. So Sorth's turn. Sorth rushes over to the. Let's see. I need to see if he actually saw. Yeah, he did not actually see that you guys have been already working a little bit on the wall, the door you came in through. So he runs to the opposite door, and
The one that Loki picked at?
yes, and he is going to like, you already pointed out the locking mechanism to him because you yelled that out. So even though he is not particularly knowledgeable in this realm, he is going to make an Arcana check to see if there's anything he can do about it. That doesn't work. he gets an 8, and he is just kind of like, he's just standing there like poking at it, and he's like, I do not understand. Like,
Did he fail his check, by the way? Did they make their checks?
Did I roll for them? I did not roll for them. I should roll for them. Sorith. Oh yeah, Sorith made his save no problem. Because he got a 19 and he has a +8 to his con saves, so
Oh man,
he's fine.
Yeah, he's like made a constitution.
he beat me out. How about much?
And Bronwyn has a hard time. Natural 20! So,
Yeah.
which is literally the only thing she could have rolled that would have saved her from getting drunk from the fumes, by the way. That is
Nice.
What's the DC on that, by the way?
20. She has nothing to Constitution.
20?
So,
Okay, so I need at least
Wow.
a 17. What did I roll? 6?
yeah, so
But
Bronwyn manages by like the skin of her teeth to hold on to sobriety for another turn. And Sorith is just kind of poking at the thing. And that brings us to
I do not understand.
Bronwyn's turn. And Bronwyn yells out without taking any further breath. She just yells as loudly as she can. Hold your breath. The fumes will knock you out so fast. And she like holds her breath and runs over to help Sorith look. She makes an Arcana check. That might actually do it, depending on her Arcana. I have to look at her sheet.
Come on, Bronwyn.
Not quite. Almost. Not quite. But she is, she's kind of like touching the surface of this sphere and trying to use patterns with her fingers to turn, and it flickers a few times, but it doesn't quite stop. So it's still going. And so when she says hold your breath, she means hold your breath, because these fumes will do a number on you real quick. Even if you're already drunk, hold your breath. Like, even if it has already happened to you. Let's see. Rules for holding your breath. I believe you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier with a minimum of 30 seconds. So if you hold your breath, then you buy yourself at least
Minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
You buy
I've
yourself,
got 4 minutes.
You buy yourself at the very least a few seconds. Or like a few rounds, because 30 seconds being the minimum. You can hold your breath for at least a few rounds. But
So you said minutes was your con +1?
yes, your Constitution modifier +1 is how many minutes you can hold your breath for.
I can hold my
So-
breath for 8 minutes.
Yeah, Tamati should be fine.
Woo!
Like, Tamati and Sorith, no problem with this.
No.
I've got 4 minutes.
Yeah. Bronwyn, on the other hand, has 30 seconds.
Oh, gee. Good luck.
But, yeah, that anyone who holds their breath will be able to avoid taking the Constitution saves. And I rolled intelligence for Bronwyn to know that. That's the only reason she knew that.
Nice.
But she shouted that out to all of you. Luckily, intelligence, she's fine for intelligence. She does good with that. Because she's like the inquisitive style rogue, so she uses intelligence for several things. But yeah, basically, when the alcohol is this strong in concentration, like this is like Everclear, if you're familiar with what that is. It's like 90% alcohol, 10% water. If it was any higher, it would start evaporating really quickly, and even as it is, the fumes evaporate quickly enough that the fumes alone are enough to get you drunk if you are
Nice.
not careful. And so she recognized that very quickly. It was just like, hold your breath! So,
Sweet.
let's see, that's her turn. She
Nice
didn't
deep
manage to
breath.
bust through. That brings us finally, at last, to Semaeus' turn, bringing up the rear.
Okay. He's gonna run to the door too. I guess see if he can do an Arcana check and go and suck at it.
Is he drunk? I can't remember now.
No, he
Nope.
got he
Good 21.
Okay, he succeeded. So he does not have disadvantage on his checks.
So it's Arcana, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay, maybe. 17.
Not there.
Man, it's close though.
Yeah, Semaeus takes his fingers and he makes some very precise movements, but there is this little flash of red light from the bubble as if he's done something wrong, and he just kind of is just like, oh bloody, that like he's struggling with it. Magic isn't his strongest suit. He understands some of the principles, but this isn't something that is familiar to him, so he struggles with it a little bit.
Cool. Well, that's his actions. So that's pretty much it.
All right, round 2. Nothing happens on initiative 20 this time. It is back to Nip's turn. Nip is currently floating in over a foot of near pure alcohol. In order to even stay afloat, because alcohol is not as dense as water, swimming is much more difficult in it. Even to swim in it, he has to make an athletics check to see if he can keep himself afloat.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Yay.
It's going good.
So 15 plus rhino.
Did you say athletics or?
Athletic.
Athletics, yes.
-4, so 11.
But for the -4, he would have
Nice.
made it. But yeah, Nip's form just kind of begins to. He's paddling. He's trying to tread, but he sinks below the surface and slowly drifts to the bottom.
We
And,
can create a nip number 3
You should keep
later
going.
on.
yeah, Nip is currently considered suffocating.
Still alive.
Yeah, still alive, but didn't really have the chance to try to grab a breath to hold, so he's considered suffocating. He has 2 rounds to reach air, or he automatically drops to 0 hit points.
Woo.
Oof.
Better save him.
with his whole 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Loki has 4, so
Wait, actually, that may be wrong. What is his Constitution modifier?
-1.
He has 1 round to reach air before.
Oh my goonies.
Don't
Pick 'em
worry,
up.
Nip. We'll always remember you.
Yeah.
You can still save him.
Just his turn.
Okay. So whatever I do, I have disadvantage, pretty much, right?
Yeah, if you're drunk, you have disadvantage on just about everything but saves. So,
Okay. Well, I'll start holding my breath.
good plan. You guys will have to keep track of how many rounds you can hold your breath, because I can't do that right now.
Isn't like 1 minute like 10 rounds?
Yeah, you're probably fine.
6 seconds per round. So
Yes, 10 rounds is a minute.
Ah, shoot.
10 rounds is a minute.
Yes.
it means I can go for
40
an hour and 20 minutes.
Should I try the door or should I look at the statues?
I mean, 120 rounds.
Whichever you prefer. It's up to you.
Okay, I have plus Arcana, so I'm gonna go over to the monk statues.
Okay.
And
You're kind of you have a little bit of difficulty moving. You're still able to move at your full speed right now, but you're walking in over a foot of alcohol at this point, like a couple of feet of alcohol by now.
Okay.
And so it's a little tough, but you're able to move at your full speed still.
Okay. And I guess I'll do a perception check to see if there's something
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Yes, with disadvantage because.
Cause you drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not terrible. 18.
Okay.
That's not bad at all.
So you can see that you are able to just kind of get a glance. You think that the alcohol is coming from inside, just a couple of inches inside the bottles of these statues. Like there is, it doesn't look, from what you can tell, like there's a pipe. You can't tell. It looks like there is some faintly glowing energy right at the back of where it's sourced from. You suspect that if you were to destroy a bottle, it probably would no longer continue pouring.
Can I use the bonus action?
You can use a bonus action, yes.
Cool. I will use a bonus action to punch one of them.
Okay.
Disadvantage?
Yes. Disadvantage on attacks.
Attacks, yeah.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay, and I'm trying.
You break your hand.
16 to hit.
Oh.
All right, that will do it. Roll for damage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, you don't have disadvantage on damage.
Oh. How much did we didn't take damage for anything, yeah?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Only Zafina
Okay.
has taken any damage at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for tripping.
Just making sure I didn't have to make a concentration check that I forgot about.
11 damage.
Nice. So you just kind of lash out with the side of your palm, like you kind of get that hard point right at the wrist, and you strike, and you just knock the whole thing off of the statue, and as it flies off, you see a few flashes of light, and there's kind of a sputter as the alcohol stops flowing from it. Which brings us to Rin's turn.
Okay, after hearing not to breathe, I hold my breath,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like whip my cloak around so it's kind of like wrapped around my shoulders like a scarf,
Okay.
and put the hood over my nose and up around my ears
Okay.
to make kind of a makeshift mask.
Yeah.
Then, after I see what Jasu does with the statue,
Mhm.
I'm going to follow suit and cast Eldritch Blast
Okay.
on the other two.
All right. So that'll give you 2 attack rolls.
Natural 20!
Yeah. So
And
your first beam just shatters one of the bottles completely. Little shards of stone blast away, and there is.
and the other one is a 24.
Nice. So another one shatters as you shoot 2 bolts. That is 3 of the 12 statues.
And then did I see Nip go down?
Roll a perception check.
Nope. I saw nothing. I saw nothing.
Even if something does happen to Nip, Mouse can resummon him, but yeah, you did not see him go under the
So
surface.
I'm going to move towards the door that I had Loki at, where Sorth and Bronwyn are.
Okay.
And can I use a bonus action to do my Arcana or the Arcana check?
It'd take a full action, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm just gonna go over there.
Alright, Loki's turn. Loki does have disadvantage because Loki is currently drunk. From the
Loki is
fumes.
currently drunk. Oh, Constitution. Hold on. Let me check something. And intelligence.
Actually, that's the thing. Would Loki have gotten the message to hold his breath as well?
I'm gonna assume not.
roll intelligence for Loki just to see.
Okay.
Roll with advantage for that, though.
Okay. I'm going to assume, is it a save or just a check?
Just a check.
Not that it matters. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's not proficient in anything.
Yeah.
It's the same roll. He got a 1.
Okay. Yeah. Loki does not know to hold his breath. Loki makes another Constitution saving throw. As Loki just takes in a deep breath of the fumes a second time, already drunk.
Oh man, Loki. 12.
Okay, yeah. Loki passes out and falls into the water from the air. Or the water,
No!
the alcohol. Into the alcohol.
No!
Mouse's turn.
Wait, because I was right there. Can I use my reaction to grab him?
Sure, I'll let you use your reaction for that.
Okay.
Roll
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him.
Roll a dexterity saving throw, we'll call it.
Save. Doesn't matter. It's the same as my mod, so.
Yeah.
Ha! Yes, it's a 21.
Okay, so you manage to catch Loki as he kind of just goes limp and falls from the air. You manage to spot this and reach out and grab Loki.
I'm gonna like tuck him into my makeshift cloak scarf thing, so I don't have to worry about it.
Okay, Mouse's turn.
Now she's gonna hold her breath, and she's gonna try to
Oh, that was rough.
unlock the thing. So I'm guessing in her contact with disadvantage.
Yes.
If you're drunk, yep.
Mm,
11.
11.
You won't make it if that's the lower, like, if that's, whether your next roll is higher or lower, you won't be able to make it because that is too low to make it.
Yeah, so it'd be 11 plus 4.
Yeah, unfortunately you won't make it. You can see the patterns. There's a frustration in your mind that you can see the patterns that are happening in the magic. You can see how they work. And you kind of are beginning to grasp just what is happening, what is blocking the mechanism, but with the bit of like drunkenness that is fogging your mind, you aren't quite able to have the preciseness of motion that you need to get through it. So, all right, that makes it initiative count 10, which means that the trap's action happens now. At this point, the alcohol level has risen to 4 feet. There are 4 feet of near pure alcohol in the room. Most of you.
Wait, so is
probably...
it? Is it coming from somewhere else then as well?
There are 12 statues.
There's 12?
Just high pressure.
12 statues. You only destroyed 3.
Oh, I thought there were only 3.
No, there were 12 and you've destroyed 3. 9 remain. And,
Crap!
and you're at about 4 feet of alcohol in the room. And let's see. I think that means that for everyone, it is high enough up that the alcohol is starting to really, really sting. Like any tiny cuts, any mucous membranes it touches, anything like tender on your body that the alcohol is touching is really, really beginning to sting. I am about to roll for damage for what that does to all of you.
Is it... So how high is the table? How much
If
am I in
you're
it?
on the table, it is...
That's right, because you're jumping on the switch.
Yeah, it's probably just coming up above the level of the table. You are the only one exempt from this, other than Loki. Everyone else will take this damage. Zafine and Loki are the only
I'm
ones.
still on the wall.
Oh yes, you're on the wall. So, you, like, Rin, Zafine, and Loki are the only ones who will not take this damage. So everybody else takes 26 poison damage.
Wow.
Oh my word.
29?
Poison in my-
26.
26.
Just as the alcohol works its way into like tender bits of you and little cuts that you have from just walking on the roads and that kind of thing. Even if it's just a tiny scratch, it feels like somebody is like stabbing you. Which makes it Zephine's turn. Zephine,
Okay.
Rin, and Loki are the only ones who avoided that damage. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, from the table,
Yes.
I would like to try to attack the bottle of the statue nearest me.
Okay. Do you have any kind of ranged attack you can use?
I have a short bow.
Okay. Because you're probably about 25 feet from any of the remaining statues if you're on the table at the center of the room, so...
Okay. I should try that. Okay, I'll just try it. Well, because piercing probably won't do near as much as bludgeoning.
You're not sure.
Alright, we'll try it.
Depending on the kind of stone this is, you can't really tell just looking at it. Like, a shock might be enough to break it off. You can't really tell.
Okay, I will use the short bow and shoot at one of the things. That's 16 to hit.
That hits.
Yay! Excellent. Okay. Oh yeah! Plus 3 is 8.
Nice. So you pull out your bow and knock an arrow, and you draw it and let it loose, and it strikes sort of the back of the palm of the hand that is pouring the bottle on the statue, and it just causes it to sort of shatter into several pieces, and it falls, and the flow ceases.
Oh good. Now that I did that, I need to roll again because I have disadvantage on the hit.
Oh yeah, you...
Because I'm drunk.
Yeah. Let's make sure that happened.
Right. So that's what would have happened. Oh yay! I got a 19 for my second one, so that totally happened.
Awesome.
Yay!
Yes. Excellent.
Nicely done.
Sweet. So, and I get 2 attacks. So I'm going to try that on another one.
Okay.
Yes!
You do notice as you break each bottle, the remaining bottles, their flow becomes even more pressurized, so that the same amount of alcohol is still flowing into the room. The only way to stop it is by destroying all of them. The rise of the alcohol is happening at the same rate.
Keep working on the lots, guys. Well, I rolled a 1 on my first roll, so I'm pretty sure I can't get worse than that.
Yeah,
Dang it!
like your hands shake a little bit, and your arrow goes pretty wide. With that next one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So
surprised it didn't hit me.
can
Oh,
I
if you want to. use
bonus
Cobra.
action?
Yes, you have a bonus action. Sorry about that.
No problem. Can I apply martial arts flurry of blows to another short bow attack?
I am not sure. Let me check something real quick. You might be able to. I need to see. No, unfortunately, at least with the version of monk you are, you don't get, like, bows aren't considered monk weapons.
Right.
So
Okay,
you
that's
can't
what I
use-
was going to check.
Yeah, you can't use martial arts with that.
Okay,
I
alright,
believe-
well then I'm going to stay on... Good.
I was just saying, I believe that the only monks that can use bows and other ranged weapons like that as monk weapons are the kensei. So.
Cool. Okay, well, so I'm holding my breath and I'm gonna stay on the table.
Okay. Tamati's turn.
Sweet. Okay, well, holding my breath, I'm gonna look through. So are these like all 12 like lining the sidewalls? So like if I push one, would it like domino effect, knock them all down?
They look very heavy. You might be able to. You like with your strength, it might be possible for you. That would be
Intense.
That would be an athletics check if you got over to it, and you would be moving with the level of alcohol in here. You would be moving at half speed now.
Okay. And it's lining both the side walls, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 6 on each wall.
And 4 have already been destroyed. I'm gonna say like 3 on one wall and 1 on the other.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run over to the wall. So whenever I came into the room, I pictured myself like coming into the room, seeing that it's open, stepping like just to the right, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So that way everybody else can kind of file in the room, but I'm still back behind. So I'm gonna move to the right-hand side wall,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and just shove them over.
All right. This is the one that has only
So-
had 1 destroyed on this wall so far.
Whew. Okay. I was really hoping. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump up,
Come on.
kind of brace myself between the wall and the statue, and just push.
All right. Make an athletics check.
Please be good.
I'd say.
Come on, Daniel.
You would have disadvantage on this, but because you always have advantage, it just cancels out.
Sweet. I'll take it. Okay. That's a 19 total.
Just shy of what you would have needed for that to work.
Ah!
Just shy.
Ah!
I will say
Turn
though
using new
that let me see. I will say that that is enough to bring this one over, but just not in line with the others. So that is another one destroyed as it falls and cracks against the ground.
Oh, wait. Where did that go? Something about something. Victor's Blessing. Once for long rest, I can call on the Callan Vale to help my attacks strike true, granting me advantage on my next roll.
That's normally attacks, and that's normally something I'd have you call
Okay.
before you do. But I will
gotcha.
I will let you do it this time if you want, just because it in this kind of situation,
Clutch.
I think it would make sense. So.
Okay.
Come on, Daniel.
Okay, so I got total of too many pages, 21. So I rolled
Nice.
a 10 plus my 11. So
So that is a success. Let me see how well this does. I just rolled a natural 20. You knock out the rest, this entire side.
So we have.
There are only 2 remaining that are still spraying, and they're spraying hard now. Like, if you got in the way of the 2 that were spraying it, like, the pressure of it might actually cut through your flesh with how strongly it's spraying from those 2.
So I'm gonna say after they fall in, I get like splashed with alcohol, and I just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're already drunk.
I'm not drunk. I am sober as the day is long.
He did fine. He has constitution.
Oh,
like,
he's got Constitution forever.
Sorith's turn. Sorith also holds his breath, and he goes for one of the remaining 2. He has to. At this point, he has to swim. So he makes an athletics check to swim. He succeeds. He makes his way towards.
Come on.
He makes his way towards one of the 2 remaining, and he lashes out with that huge great sword. Oh, it just misses. Like he is. He's struggling with the density of the alcohol, like swimming in it and trying to swing a sword. It's something that it's not natural, and he just kind of. He manages to swing, but not with enough force. It kind of strikes, and there's a faintly echoing sort of clunk, but it doesn't quite get through. Bronwyn, meanwhile, holding her breath, she is not even trying to swim. The alcohol is beginning to it's up to like here on her now, And she's not even trying to swim. She is just keeping her hand on the bulge and trying to break through it that way. She manages. There's a flash of magical energy as you see that the sphere disappears and that door completely. The glow disappears.
Nice.
It is still physically locked, but no longer magically locked. Which makes it Semaeus' turn.
Cool. Semaeus is just going to try and shoot the last 2 bottles.
Okay.
Shoot.
Just normal?
Yeah, was he drunk? I can't remember.
No,
No.
Okay.
and he's just holding his breath because he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so first attack. This is a 17 plus 26 to hit.
Yeah, that does.
Nice.
Yay.
Bye, Sadie.
I'll be back.
Okay.
8 damage.
Nice. So his gunshot, he's like trying to hold his gun up above the level of the alcohol because it'll probably mess with the mechanisms if it actually gets in there. So he holds it up above the level over his head and he fires and takes out one of the 2 remaining. The last one is spraying with such incredible force that not only can you see the flow under the general level of the alcohol, you can see that the flow is so strong that it's actually starting to like erode the floor, the stone floor at the bottom of the chamber. There's such intense
Holy
pressure
crap.
We will make the last shots.
It's like, if you ever seen one of those pressure washers, like that's what's coming out of this right now.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
22 to hit.
What are
That's a
you doing?
hit.
And
There we go. Thank you.
once again,
Nice.
8 damage.
Okay, so he shatters the last one. The flow ceases. The alcohol level stops rising. There are probably about 6 feet of alcohol in the room now. Bronwyn is completely underneath it.
Doing good.
She's just holding her breath. She has her eyes clamped tight against it because, you know, near pure alcohol in your eyes, not going to be good for you.
Not good.
Question: is it a lock or how's the mechanism of the?
On the door she's working on, she has cleared away the like sphere of force that was surrounding the lock. There's still a physical lock there that needs. It looks like thieves' tools would get through it.
I only have 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, Semaeus gets 2 attacks.
Done then.
So back to the top of initiative. It is Nip's turn. I think Nip.
Dead.
Yeah, I don't think Nip can do anything. I think Nip, unfortunately, is just like Nip dissipates into the alcohol like in a little flash of energy, and will have to be resummoned before he can return to you guys. Jisu's turn.
Cool.
Try and get to one of the tallies. Either me, Sorth, or the table.
Is what?
Try and get to one of the people, either me, Sorth, or the table. Because you're not that tall either.
Your
Can I cast?
your speed will be halved because you are underwater unless you use an athletics check to swim. And if you succeed that swim check, you can make it through. But it's a little tough because this being less dense than water, it takes more effort to keep yourself afloat. So
How far am I from the tallest person?
you're probably like 15, 20 feet from.
Oh, cool. I'll go to one of them.
Okay.
How tall are you, Chris?
6.
6'6"? Okay.
Yeah, like
How tall is this room?
the room probably
5
rises
foot.
up about like 10 feet total.
Actually, I have an idea. How much is in there?
So I'm like ducking a little bit.
Box is
Actually,
in there?
no, it's more like 16 feet. You were on the wall.
Oh, okay, I'm all right.
How much liquid is in here?
6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet of alcohol
Cool.
in here.
So I'll just do a bonus action and do Typhoon's brand and float up 5 feet.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Nice. Very
Well,
nice.
am I close to anyone or?
You're probably within a few feet of several different people. What are you wanting to do?
Just grab one of them and try and pull them up.
Sure. I'll say you're probably closest to. Let's Let's see, who would you... Well, Zafine's on the table. Tamati's okay because his head, as tall as he is, his head is still above the level.
2 feet.
Bronwyn's been working on this. She's completely under the surface. Sorith is slightly taller than Tamati, so Sorith is fine.
Super jealous.
Rin's on the wall
So where's
still.
Mouse?
I'm not sure where Mouse is.
Mouse has been working on the other door.
Okay, so yeah, Mouse.
I'm
Is,
closest to Mouse.
yeah, Mouse is under the surface, but she's also a little further away than anybody else.
And she can climb. Okay, I'll go to Bronwyn and pull up a bit.
Okay. Bronwyn, as her head breaks the surface, she kind of like shakes her head to try to toss aside some of the alcohol so that she can open her eyes to glare at you slightly. She was working on picking the lock. She there's an appreciation to it. Like, yes, thank you. This helps. But I
Would I have noticed that she's working on the lock?
yeah.
Okay, then in that case,
Okay.
if I know, I could roll perception.
Yeah, I think you'd notice that.
I'll just go over by just in case you like.
Just put your hand on her shoulder type thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a just so if she runs out by or something, she can count.
Okay.
Yeah. She can grab onto him and
Yeah. Rin's turn.
That's my turn.
Rin's turn?
Yes.
Do I notice that she has broken the bulge, the magic bulge on the door?
You're on the opposite wall. Roll a perception check.
I am?
Yeah, you're on the wall.
Oh, I thought that was the wall I climbed.
No,
Because I was on my way over there.
I thought you were on the wall by the entrance where you guys came in.
Yeah, no, I thought I was on the other side.
Okay,
But
we'll go with you if you were on that side. I was just not envisioning it correctly. I thought that you would run up the wall. So you're on that wall. I'll say sure you saw it without having to make a perception check.
okay, I'm gonna go up through the ceiling and make my way towards the other door. Do I
Okay.
see any other way that I could be helpful at this point, or just get into the other door?
The magical shield is still up on the other door, but it is also from where you are probably a total of 80 feet away, counting the rest of the wall you have to run up and all of the ceiling that you have to run across and the wall you have to run down on the other side. So, there's...
Maybe I won't go up on the ceiling, but up to the ceiling, so I'm adjacent to it.
Okay.
But there's nothing I can do immediately to be of aid to anybody.
Nothing obvious, no.
Can you make it
I was gonna say something, but then I remembered that she's a rogue, so never mind. Does anybody look really bad health-wise to me? Does anybody look really beat up?
I'm not sure. The damage you guys took,
I think Mouse, Jimenez, and Desu are at least halfway down from the alcohol.
Mouse, Jasu, and Sameus?
Holy crap. Forget how squishy you guys are.
yeah.
Okay,
Of course the barbarian forgets.
I'm I'm doing great. I'm at 65 hit points.
Yeah, I have 21 points left.
Jeez.
okay,
While you're figuring that out, I have to use the bathroom again. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey Sadie, are you able to make it to the door? The other one?
no, it's way too far.
Okay, because I was gonna say because Mouse is trying to get the other one, but she has Arcana, but with disadvantage, whereas you wouldn't have disadvantage.
Yeah, because I'm not drunk like she is, so I'm trying to make my way over to that door where she is to try and be helpful. Because I was gonna try and get the one where Bronwyn is, but she already got it.
I mean, really, we only need to open one door.
That's true. But she's working on the lock too, so I figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cover.
I'm just gonna try and do. Oh, I know what I'll do on this turn. Will I do that actually? Would that be useful to me right now? I don't know if that would be useful right now. Oh, yes it would. Yes it would. Okay, I got it figured out when he gets back. I'm going to use my action to use the recover spell slot. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So I will use my action to recover my spell slot,
Okay.
and then I will use my bonus action to cast Misty Step and get 30 feet closer to the other door.
Okay. So you kind of you flash.
So I cut out a whole turn's worth of distance.
Yeah, you flash and you appear closer to your target.
And that's my turn.
All right. That will bring us to Loki's turn.
No.
Because you and Loki act in sequence, so in this combat, trap, this event,
Yeah,
Encounter.
it's encounter.
encounter.
It's a terrible encounter. The kind that makes you bleed.
Oh. Am I supposed to be doing something? Because Loki's passed out right now.
Right, I forgot about that. So let's not worry about Loki's turn. Mouse's turn.
So,
Yeah, he's passed out and wrapped up in my cloak.
as soon as the alcohol starts to get deep, he starts floating above the water, above it.
Mhm.
And then, so am I on the side where the bubble is off, or am I on?
No, you're on the other side.
Yeah, you were on the
We're on
side
with it
near
on,
the
we're on the
entrance where
entrance.
the bubble is still present.
Okay. How far away is the one?
60 feet.
60 feet. The room is a 60-foot square, so you're all the way across the room.
I'm about
could
15
I have
feet away from you.
Never mind.
I have 40 feet. So there's no way I can get over there, right?
Yeah, especially at half speed with this level. I guess you can fly. You would have been able to cross a good chunk of the way, but
No, that's right. I figured you can fly.
I guess I'll just go 40 feet then.
okay. So
If all you want to do is move.
And then can I use my mage hand to go? Can I use my mage hand 20 feet away?
sure, yeah. I'll let you make a Thieves' Tools check with Mage Hand.
Okay, we do that then.
Good job.
Disadvantage.
Like, you can see faintly that Bronwyn is kind of, she's struggling. She's kind of trying to find, while she's still holding her breath underneath and blind because she has her eyes shut, she's kind of scrambling all over herself trying to find her Thieves' Tools, so you can get there ahead of her if you use Mage Hand.
Okay. Yeah. That's funny. Well, oh. 7 plus 11, so 18.
Nice. So
Very nice.
you are able to just barely work your way through. This is a difficult lock, especially from a distance and where you are like looking through the alcohol in the room. You have a hard time actually getting a real hold on it, but you're able to, like, through the echoes of your mage hand that come back to you, you sort of mentally feel the click as it is unlocked. However, the door does not slide open just because it is unlocked. It is still closed.
Which way did it open when you first did? Did it open into the room?
Yes, they opened into the room when you came in. You assume they probably both open in.
Right, so they gotta go against the pressure.
Yeah, there is a handle on it, but it's probably going to take some force to pull it in and let out all the alcohol in here.
Yeah.
So it is now initiative count 10, which means that anyone that is submerged even partially...
Can I use my bonus action to, like, yell, "It's been unlocked"?
Okay. Some people might hear that. Those who are not, like, under alcohol. Their ears are not under alcohol. Sora heard it. Tamati heard it. Anyone who's floating above...
We all
heard it.
or on the walls. Yeah.
Tamati, nudge, nudge.
All right.
Right.
I'm on the other side, but yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Anyone who is not above the surface now takes more damage.
No.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
36 poison damage to anyone who is under
gosh.
the surface.
I'm so glad I'm on the wall.
Is under the surface, like...
Even if you're only partially under the surface, you take that, so...
30, how much?
I am so 36.
Oh, no.
I'm above it, right? Yes.
Well, I'm unconscious.
You were flying, so... Yeah, Jasu, with just the sheer force of all the pain that is oppressing Jasu's body, you kind of see his eyes roll back in his head and he drifts and slowly sinks to the bottom.
Fudge. Fudge, 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 fudge.
So that's a mint fudge, chocolate fudge,
All the fudge.
double fudge.
So, anybody else?
I'm still up.
Okay.
Was it 36?
36. Yes.
I'm at full hit
Down to
points, y'all.
You stay that way.
Down as well.
Alright, that brings us to Zephine's turn.
Oh, boy.
Since you've been partially under, you are in pretty intense pain right now as the sting of the alcohol it seems to find its way into, like, your nose and things like that. Anywhere there's a mucous membrane, anything that is where live cells live, it just does not feel good.
Okay. I am going to cast Levitate on myself and get out of the alcohol.
Okay. So you make a few motions and you slowly rise, breaking the surface of the alcohol until you're in the air.
Still holding my breath, but
Yes.
now I'm out.
Anything else in your turn, or is that it?
I think that's it for me.
Alright,
Yep.
Tamati's turn.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna say
Get that door open.
You're like 25 feet away from this door at this point, since you were...
Perfect. I have a speed of 40, so that doesn't help. Well, I guess my siege maul technically has a reach attack, so if I go my full speed...
You could try to break the door instead of opening it. Especially now that the magic shield is down and it's unlocked, it might be weak enough for you to break through.
Because if I have to pull it against 6 feet of liquid,
Yeah.
there's no way.
It's
rough.
either an athletics check to try to pull it open, or an attack, and it has a certain amount of HP before you would break
That's
through.
true.
So it's your call, whichever you think you can. I'd say I'd let you make an athletics check to swim so that you could move your full speed if you want to.
Okay. I'll do that.
And you have advantage on that because you have advantage on almost all athletics checks, unless you have disadvantage on perception.
It's not super great, but it is 22. So
Yeah, you are able to quickly swim your way over to the door.
sweet.
Get
Okay.
it.
In that case, I'll try pulling on it
Okay, another athletics.
because that's
check.
athletics as well. So, yep.
Bless you.
Was it? And that's with advantage still because
Yes.
of. Okay. Ooh. That would be 29.
Yeah. So
Rolled a
Yes!
natural 18.
like,
Get that door open.
yeah, you reach
Get
down
it?
and you grip as hard as you can. You grip the door and you just pull with all your strength. It does resist you for a moment, but as it is getting closer, you feel a little give, and you see some of the flow of the alcohol as it begins to make its way through the crack, and you pull it the rest of the way open. And the alcohol that is in the room flows down. You see a staircase before you, and the alcohol just flows down that way and completely disappears into the darkness. Everyone's safe. Jasu's still unconscious, but
Are we
That's
still in
nice.
initiative order right now?
yes, you are.
Okay.
You just at least until everyone is stable, you remain in initiative order.
Because I can stabilize them if I can get to them.
Yeah, I can go heal him too.
Let's see. It would now be Sorith's turn. And Sorith. Yeah, Sorith runs over to Jasu. And he pounds on Jasu's chest. Like, not with his full force, because if he used his full strength, he would probably, like, crush him.
Mushed.
like, like he
Not a
uses,
wizard or druid.
like he basically uses the butt of his palm and he pounds on your chest, and you rolled a high enough medicine check. Jasu coughs up some of the alcohol that had slipped into your lungs after you fell unconscious, and Jasu is considered stable.
Good night, Heidi.
Good night,
Night.
Heidi. Sorry. Yeah, Jasu is now stabilized because Sorith ran over and was able to knock out some of the... He was able to basically CPR the alcohol out of you.
I see this in you people.
Yeah. And, which makes it Bronwyn's turn. Bronwyn is too far away from Sameas, I'm going to say, to really do anything for him. Top of the turn... Jasu's awake, so it's his turn first. Well, no, Jasu's stable. He's not awake. Jasu is just stable, but still holding. So, Rin's turn.
Action I twitch.
Okay, where is Sameas in relation to me?
Sameas is not far from you where you have come. You ran across the room, so he is basically on the floor, more or less directly below where you are on the ceiling.
Okay, I'm just gonna straight up drop down.
Okay.
I'm still maintaining concentration, by the way. I'm just dropping down.
Yeah, you take, like, 5 bludgeoning damage from the fall, but...
Okay.
You may as well
Do I have to
one.
make a con save of 10 for concentration?
Yeah, I think so.
Aha! 10!
Nice.
Okay. And I go to Sameas. And I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on him,
Okay.
so he's stable.
Alright.
Random question.
Yes.
Does Warcaster give her advantage whenever she takes damage? Rolling through?
Yes,
Yes,
it does.
Just
So that would have been a 16. So thank you, Chris. I forgot about that.
Alright, so we're now out of initiative order because everyone is stable. You guys survived this trap. I just want to point out, Daniel, in case you were wondering, this trap is what I spent the last half hour while I was muted writing. I was writing this trap.
That was an excellent trap.
So
That's a good thing you did because we sprang it
so
real
is
good.
the alcohol dispersed in here?
the alcohol is all
Yeah, it's
flowed
gone.
downstairs. You're not sure what.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about the fumes or anything anymore.
There are still fumes in here for just a little bit, but they disperse fairly quickly. I would say probably after, like, if you keep holding your breath, like, you'd have the common sense to hold your breath a little bit after it goes, just knowing that fumes don't disperse that quickly. But
Okay.
I wave my wings around to try and help it along.
yeah. And,
I still have 7 minutes left.
yeah,
As I come down.
as that door opens and lets the alcohol out, the magic on the other door also gives way, and that door clicks open, and the fumes just kind of flow out naturally. Within probably 10 to 15 seconds, the room is clean, and you're able to breathe again without worrying about.
Noise.
Yeah, like the fact that Bronwyn made that intelligence check to know to hold her breath and to tell you guys to hold your breath, that made a big difference.
Saved everybody.
Because,
Yep.
Yeah.
like, the first Constitution saving throw makes you drunk. The second Constitution saving throw, you pass out. So,
Holy crap.
Poor Loki.
yeah, that could have been real bad. If you guys.
Seriously.
So wait, so we didn't check for traps to the big bag in the middle
No.
with stuff that were like, okay, just checking.
Yeah,
We
Mouse
had
just was
somebody
like,
in our party just ran in and grabbed everything off the trap.
Yeah, Mouse
I mean,
was just
the
like,
table.
oh, some of the black drab, starts loading it in.
Well, and I told her to do that.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, hey, that's what we're here for. Perfect.
Yeah.
Golly.
So I will say, let's see, Bronwyn will probably make an investigation check of the room. Yeah, Bronwyn looks around and she points out to all of you. She says, like, yep, pressure plates underneath each leg of the table. As soon as the weight came off of the table, it triggered the mechanisms. And
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Knowing our luck, we would have like looked at one of them and gone, okay, we disabled that trap, we're good. And there's still 3 more.
And there were 3
So-
more.
yeah.
Yeah, that trap was pretty inevitable, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a well-played trap.
I kind of figured you guys were going to trigger that one way or another, but if you had been more careful, you could have totally avoided it. Like, if you'd been a little more, just a little more cautious.
Mm-hmm.
That's when my internet went down, so I was scrambling, so I couldn't warn people to look for traps. It's classic
I
Indiana
checked-
Jones right
I
there. Come
checked
on.
the door, but I didn't think to check the actual.
The one piece of bait in the entire room.
Yeah, I haven't
Like-
seen Indiana Jones either.
Maybe,
so-
maybe to help keep her on her toes, maybe we should just have the rogue be the main trap checker.
Yeah. Like, you guys know I've said that I don't find traps that just automatically deal damage interesting, but traps are still...
This is a very complex trap.
Like, traps are still a cool idea. And in this case, I was like, this trap is functionally an encounter in and of itself. Where
Yes,
that was a
so cool.
super tense scene. Like, I really love what happened there. That was so intense. And, like, so...
I was just glad I had the idea of like knocking all of the statues over.
That was
That was
Yeah,
clutch. That was
super
awesome.
Clutch. That could have been. way
I'm like-
worse. Like if
Because
you
I
had-
didn't hear how many there were at first, and so you're like, "There's 12 of them." I'm like, "Oh, 6 on each wall."
Yeah.
I wonder if I could dominoes.
If you had not succeeded at that, another turn there would have been like 3 inches of air left at the top of the room. It's real hard to swim in alcohol because it's less dense than water, so you guys would have all had to make athletics checks just to swim up to it every turn.
Just to stay
if
alive.
we would have passed out from damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the damage happens just because near pure alcohol, like, it's not going to feel good.
Yeah.
And then unconscious in alcohol would probably be automatic fail for saving throws, right?
Things would have gone south very quickly if that had not gone as well as it did.
Dang. Whew.
But yeah.
Okay.
Rum gremlins can set some serious traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, when I use traps, they are going to be more like this, where it's a whole thing. It's not just something like, you missed the trap, you take damage. Like, I'm usually not going to use that. Maybe once in a while, but generally that's not going to, like, that's just not that interesting. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
But this kind of thing, where it is a full encounter where dangerous things happen, that feels more like what makes traps fun.
Yeah.
Watch out for the shinies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So use caution.
I could have told you that.
And the longer you were sitting in the alcohol like that, the more it would hurt you. Like, it increased by 1 damage die every turn. So,
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. It's a good
and
trap.
so. Anyway,
Okay,
you
so
you guys
I'm
kind
gonna
of-
go over and do some healing to people.
Yeah, good plan.
Should we?
I'm just gonna rest.
Yeah.
Should we maybe save the healing and just use like hit
I-
die? 'Cause
Yeah, it depends on how much magic we use versus.
Where
Wherever
you're
you wanna go.
unconscious, you need to have some healing done before you can even use hit dice. You're stable, but you're still unconscious.
And you can only
If
use hit dice
Loki
during a
is-
short rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
gonna
keep it a rest.
Okay, I'm down for that.
going in over to
Good idea,
Jisoo
then.
and heal him for 20 hit points.
Okay.
If Loki is passed out,
Yeah.
what do I need to do for that?
Loki.
Is that
Loki wakes up within a little bit. Loki is still considered poisoned because Loki is still drunk, technically. But Loki wakes up within a little bit and still has disadvantage on everything. Still has the poisoned condition, but
Okay.
looks a little disoriented, kind of like is blinking and looking around. And
it's okay, buddy?
like as he's blinking and looking around, he speaks a few words, and they are in a familiar voice that you are trying to place. He says, that was interesting.
Can I place the voice?
Make an intelligence check to see if you can place the voice.
I just found out that my new
Fail
little
me now. 12.
20-sided dice. 12.
It sounds so familiar to you. You
Just
can't,
wonder tip of my tongue.
you can't quite place it. Like, it sounds so familiar.
It's not Jamie, because I've heard him do Jamie's voice before.
Like, it sounds very similar to Jamie's voice. You are,
Similar, but not Jamie.
it's hard to tell. Especially because, like, just through the vocal cords of a raven, it's slightly distorted, so that's what throws it off for you. You can't quite tell. You do feel like, is that Jamie's voice? But it is just distorted enough that it could be somebody else, and you're not sure.
Okay.
Anyways, Zafine has handed out some healing to the 2 unconscious people.
Yeah, and 20 to both of them.
Okay.
Bring him up out of that.
By coincidence, both are Chris at the moment. because
Right.
we don't have Russell with us.
And Mouse took some damage too, didn't she?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people took damage, though.
Everybody took damage.
Not everybody.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you managed.
First,
That spider climb was a smart move. You managed to keep yourself out of it.
Was it 23 the first time or 26?
26 the first
26.
time, and 36 the second time. So
Second time she was up in air, luckily. But
yes, she missed that one.
so Mouse is at 21.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go give Mouse an extra 10.
All right. Let's see. Bronwyn. I need to check where Bronwyn's HP is
Yeah,
because
where is
Sorith's
she?
fine. Sorith's
Yeah.
damage.
What's Bronwyn at?
But like Sorith definitely has taken some damage, but he's still standing. Bronwyn is the one I'm a little more worried about.
There was.
Actually, you know what? Now looking at Bronwyn's health, Bronwyn would have been unconscious by the very end there.
Well,
Okay.
so let me not heal Mouse and give 20 to Bronwyn.
Okay.
I'll
And
give a
back
healing
out.
potion to Mouse.
Okay.
So Bronwyn's currently at 20.
That is 2d4 plus 2, Chris. For healing Mouse.
Well, I roll it.
Yeah. Because I'm just going to give it to her.
4 plus 2. 4, 6. So 6 HP.
I'm gonna run over, grab the bottle, and run over to like the statues, like where the shapes of them are, and see if I can use, like, tip the statue to pour some of the pure alcohol into the bottle, and just cork it, save it for later.
Sure, I'd say there's enough of the pure alcohol left that kind of got caught in there that you'd be able to do that.
Just a little bit.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay, I used a healing potion as well.
Okay. Where is everybody's HP, just so I know?
I'm at 16.
I have a scroll of spider climb I could have used instead of using my spell slot. Oh well.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Well,
you know what? You guys,
Okay.
if you want, you can take a short rest after that because there's, like, you're in.
yeah, I want to. I'm out of spells.
So use any
Just
hit
a
dice you
lot.
want, and then tell me where your HP are after you have used any
Okay.
hit dice you use.
Sweet.
How many hit dice do we get per level?
You
You
have
get
you have as many
one
hit
per
dice as you
level.
have levels, and
Okay, cool.
they are, for those of you who are multi-class, they are equivalent to your classes. Each one, like however many levels you have in a class, you get that class. I believe for Jisu, like warlocks and monks get the same hit die, so it's not a concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, warlocks get a d8. I don't know about monks.
Monks also get a d8 every level.
Okay.
so-
all your d12s.
Yeah, barbarians.
Yes.
Barbarians, man. Like,
That's okay. I only rolled 6.
yeah, like
Stupid dice.
Tamaki and Sorith are fine. Like,
Yeah.
Rin's okay.
Good job.
like Sorith did take quite a bit of damage in there, but with some hit dice spent, he'll be okay. Let's see exactly where he ends up.
I'm at 35.
Yep, I've dropped my die.
Not a good thing. So I
Let's
found out
see.
that my metal dice can control my iPad.
Fun.
Oh,
Maybe. Oh.
That's just my dice. It's really cool. I don't know why that is, and I'm sure the internet will tell me.
Okay.
That's really cool.
The Fiend's up to 32.
Okay, hold on a second. The Fiend's at 32.
I'm gonna use one more hit dice just for fun.
How fast do you recover hit dice?
Half your level or half your dice
Up
every
to half your
For a
total
long
at a
rest.
long rest.
long
Okay.
rest. Yeah, that's better. Plus another 7.
And I believe that Zafine can give you a bonus to that with her cooking.
Food.
No, yeah. There you go. Now I'm at 42. That feels better.
Need to reopen Sorith's sheet here if I can find it.
Yep, you get 2 extra hit dice. If I feed you, I cook for you.
Nice. It's really cool.
All right, so where's everyone at for HP?
So
60?
Mouse is at 40.
60 for Rin, you said? I didn't think your max was that high. What's your max? I don't remember.
60.
How did I not have that marked down?
Because on my last level up, I rolled 12.
Okay, I'm not sure how I missed that.
Or not rolled. I rolled an 8 and got the +3 from my Constitution modifier. That made it 60.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll just mark that down. 60 for Rin. Zafine was at 32, correct?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use another hit die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she's up at 40.
Okay.
That's good.
Whew, pardon me.
Rin's at 60. Bronwyn is... Let's see, I had Bronwyn at... I didn't roll dice for her.
Trying to decide if I want to blow all my hit dice.
Right?
Yeah, what the hey, I'll do it. I'll roll 3 more. Because I don't think we're getting another short rest between the end of this.
Bronwyn is at 34. She doesn't have a very...
Let me just take
Oh,
2 days.
yes.
Relaxing.
Thank you. What?
We can just take like 2 days relaxing after this.
Tamati is where?
Hang on. I just rolled another 12. 54
Okay.
with all my hit dice. That was... First 2 were terrible rolls.
So 54.
Oh, wait, no. I rolled... Hang on. I got to roll one more. Oh, yes! Because I only rolled 2 and I'm taking all 6 of my hit dice.
Oh, yeah.
So, because, why not? 63 total.
Nice. And your max
That was
is
a sweet
91, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
where is Mouse right now?
She is at 40.
Okay. Sameus.
He is at 50.
Okay.
Actually, no. 52.
Okay, that's his max, right?
No, his max is 60.
Really? I only have it as 52. Why do I not have it?
Last level, I just took the average 8.
Okay, well, I must have missed that. And where is Jasu right now?
He just is at 54.
54 of 59, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure
You
everybody... Trying to keep the accounting in order here.
Oh, geez. Get back there.
All right, so you guys, you take probably 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, just to sort of catch your breath, get your wits back about you. And you can still, it still smells of alcohol in here, but the fumes aren't present, so you're able to just kind of chill out and...
Are we still drunk?
Those of you who were drunk are drunk for a number of hours equal to 6 minus your Constitution modifier with a minimum of 1.
Okay.
6 minus your Constitution with a minimum of 1.
Yes, a minimum of 1 hour, but... And this takes 20 minutes, half an hour for you to take a short rest.
Okay.
So 6 minus Constitution.
6 minus con with a minimum of 1. Con
So Mouse
modifier, not your total score.
Mouse is screwed. He has a Constitution of 0.
Yeah, she's gonna be drunk for a while. That's
Just have her be pass out drunk. Just have to carry her.
Loki's gonna be drunk for 7
yeah.
7 days? No, just kidding.
7 hours.
Yeah. So yeah, the short rest probably isn't going to actually cure anyone of their drunkenness, but it at least lets you get your wits back about you. I will let you guys do the bookkeeping for how long you were drunk. Because...
Never.
Nope. Not me either.
That's because you held your breath.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I was up on the wall.
You never were drunk, so you were fine.
Nope.
I never get drunk. I know how to drink responsibly.
I got drunk that one day, and I got a really bad hangover the day after.
Not me. I got drunk, but I didn't have a hangover. That was great.
I will say, while you guys are like taking your rest, Tamati kind of you're just kind of chilling out, laying back, and you feel yourself start to faintly drift away into unconsciousness, like you start to fall asleep just barely a little bit, and
Ooh.
as you are starting to fall asleep, you see a pair of eyes looking at you out of the darkness. They seem like they almost have a glow to them, and there's this intelligence, this understanding. They don't seem, there's not an air of evil about them, but you just get this sense that you're being watched. And just as you kind of see this, you kind of jerk awake. Oh, what was that?
Tamati,
What?
What I miss?
you kind of dozed off there, bud.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Anybody see anything weird crawling around my face?
No, not around your face. Is there anything weird?
Not around my face. What's
In
that
the room?
supposed to mean?
Didn't you say, is there something weird around my face?
The way you said it, no, not around your face. Around your feet, maybe there's something. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
Do I notice anything weird?
The room seems clear. There doesn't seem to be anything going on.
must be the.
Wait.
Must be
So
the
wait, what did I
alcohol.
miss?
I kind of drift off. I saw two eyes staring at me. Didn't look like they're evil or anything like that. Just staring at me.
Yeah, just like you got the sense that something was observing you. Like there wasn't an agenda attached to it. It just was like something's watching you.
There's just fumes. We're good. We just
You
need a
sure?
good drink. Yeah, I'm good.
Should our Arcana people try and get through the other door?
We're good.
The other door is it opened
The
itself.
the other door's already
unlocked.
taken care of.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
It took care of itself.
Once the alcohol drained out of the room, the door that you came in through unsealed itself.
Well, let's load up the rest of this black dram.
Yeah, there were only a few bottles left that had not been loaded into the bag of holding, and Mouse is able to get the rest of them into the bag of holding with no further ill effects, nothing more dangerous. And across the room, the door that opened into darkness, another staircase. This one a straight staircase, unlike the spiral staircase that you walk through. This one seems to just kind of hang open there. Darkness.
Does the smell get stronger towards the stairs?
The kind of the alcohol smell has been overpowering everything, but as it is kind of faded as you rested, you do once again smell that stale beer, wet dog, sea air smell, and it does seem to get stronger as you get closer to that door. Yes.
Let's go.
Are we ready?
Good.
I'll
I'm always ready.
put dancing lights in front of us so we can like see.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Headed down the stairs then.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, my goonies.
Do I notice anything kind of off about this area?
Yeah, this is a map.
Just right, even just.
Yeah. The first thing you notice is that although all of that alcohol flowed down into this room, the room appears slightly moist, like it's been wet recently, but the alcohol is gone. It just disappeared. It didn't it didn't gather here. There's not any level of liquid in here. There's just slightly moist ground. As you walk down the stairs and the light that is coming off of, those of you that have dark vision and anyone who has a torch lit, for instance, you probably were a little ginger about lighting a torch again after all of the fumes, knowing how flammable alcohol fumes are. But waiting long enough, you eventually are able to light torches again. And
I make sure the feathers in my headdress are on.
yeah. And you're
I didn't realize how dim that was.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, as you come into this room, you see that there are a number of very large, probably nearly like 7-8 feet across vats that were wooden vats, probably made of some kind of oak, that look like they are pretty badly cracked and dried and warped with time. They look like they were once used as fermentation vessels, but have not been used in a very long time. Although you do see, as you come into this room, anyone that can see far enough to see where I am pinging right now.
I see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that particular one looks like it is much newer wood than the others, like it is fresh wood. Oak that has been, it's not toasted like some of the oak that you saw in Aaron's
It does
cellars.
look a little bit of a different color.
Yes, you can see that particular fermenting vat looks like it is much, much newer than the others. It is not damaged like the others. The others are damaged and cracked and warping, and that one seems like it is may well be brand new for all you can tell.
I'm gonna cast my Inspiring Spirit.
Okay.
So everybody gets a +1 to perception and initiative for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
And can I sneak over to that barrel because I'm nervous about what's in this room?
Yeah. Stealth check.
Come on, don't
Hey, David,
fail me
does
now.
this-
Nope.
What was it?
7.
Oh man.
What was that, Shara?
I was just wondering if Zafine had the dark vision on her. She looks like she's.
You should have dark vision, but apparently I have not given it to your token. Just a second.
Okay.
Nope, that was the wrong hit.
So, can you see out to... Yeah, you should be able to see that.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Alright. So, yeah, you try to sneak your way over to it. The floor in here is... It looks like there once was a wooden floor in here. It has been badly, badly damaged by various floodings, and it is warped. It's kind of all over the place, and it creaks. And you're trying to avoid the ones that you can see that are particularly like the boards that are sticking up. But there are places where there's even earth sticking through, where the wood has just worn away over time. And you're just, even though you're trying to avoid the most obvious ones, you make your way over to this one, and they're just these, like these creaks as you are crossing the floor, and you wince with every one. This fermenter is definitely made of much newer wood than anything else in here. It looks like it probably it could have been made like days ago. And as you kind of like gently tap on the outside of it, you hear this sound that indicates to you that it's full of liquid. This fermenter actually has something fermenting away in it at the moment.
I'm gonna ask a weird question.
Okay.
Does it smell similar to the black dram?
It smells like beer to you. That's all you
Okay.
smell. It smells like grain and it smells like hops. It just kind of has this, the smell of beer that is fermenting.
Okay, but not quite the same as the black dram smells.
Not
Okay.
the same as the black dram. The black dram is much more complex, and it is.
Is there anything odd about the smell? Like maybe does it smell a little more coppery?
Make a perception check.
Because I have a hunch here, and I really want to be wrong.
Don't notice any
Please.
footprints.
Okay, 26.
Okay. There is something that smells very faintly off about it. You can't quite identify it, but you definitely smell something odd. It's not the beer itself. It smells like fermenting beer. It's not the oak that it is fermenting in. You can smell the sort of newly cut oak scent, and you can smell that faintly vanilla scent of oak, but it smells just strange. You can't place it.
Okay, message has 120 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tab back to, can I only target one person?
With message? I don't
Yeah.
know. I think so.
The target and
Sounds
only
about
the
right.
target. Okay.
Yes.
Would I know if tieflings have dark vision?
You would that's fairly common knowledge. You would know that, yes, tieflings have dark vision. So.
Okay. I'm gonna message back to Bronwyn
Okay.
and be like, I'm not sure about this vat. It just smells like beer, but there's something off, and I can't quite figure it out. Can you help me?
Bronwyn answers via message. Just, I'll let the others know.
Thanks.
And to the rest of you, Bronwyn speaks aloud quietly. She's not speaking loudly, but she says, Rin says there's something off about the fermenter that she's going over to. She can't quite place it. Something's wrong with it. Be careful.
Can I sneak a little bit to the left? Kind of trying to duck behind maybe the barrel next to the one I was looking at?
Sure, I'd say you can do that.
And I just want to quietly move over to this one. Because I thought I saw something, but it looks like I didn't see something.
Still more creaks as you cross the floor. It's much more noticeable than you want it to be. The rest of you do hear these faint little like as she is crossing the floorboards that have been warped over time. And you can see that near some of the old vats, where the old broken vats, in some places there are these dark reddish brown stains where it looks like the whatever was fermenting in them probably spilled out at some point and caused even greater warping.
I'm gonna switch out my siege maul for my battle axe, my great axe,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, since I can't see hardly anything, I'm gonna stumble around for a little bit.
All right. We'll say Sorith drops off. He kind of just jumps off the stairs. There's a faint creak as he lands, and he makes.
I kind of just like.
Yeah. Sorith, he looks in your general direction and gives sort of an apologetic nod just in case you can see him. There's a vat in between you. You only catch part of it because as tall as Sorith is, you can sort of see it, but it's
Yeah.
it's faint. But he drops down over there, and he quietly, almost without a sound, he like looks up, raises his nose towards the ceiling, and he transforms into his werebear form.
Oh.
And I will actually have to move his normal form to a different layer so that it actually looks like he's done that.
Sweet. Do werebears have dark vision?
What's that?
Do werebears have dark vision?
They have dark vision if their base form has dark vision. However, they do not themselves come with dark vision. They're just...
Never mind.
I can
I'm
give
gonna
someone dark
transform. Cool.
And everybody make a perception check here.
Yeah, buddy. I'm going to use a different dice.
Come on.
I'm gonna use my glow in the dark dice that I got.
Yeah.
Because I can't see anything anyway, so why not?
Nope, that's not cocked. That is
Oh, still can't see.
that's an 11.
Okay.
Stop it. Perception?
Yes.
9. 9!
Okay. Not even.
Okay, so Sameas is 26, Jesu is 23, and Mouse is 19.
Okay. So, Sameas and Jesu are the only ones who notice this. Just kind of off somewhere else in the room, in the darkness, where you can't quite see, you hear these little faint puffs of breath coming from several different places. And as you are listening to this, very faintly from somewhere in the room, you hear...
Wait, that would have been a 12. Not that it changes, but everybody gets +1 because of my inspiring spirit.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with 9.
Yeah. Still just Sameas and Jesu, I believe, that actually hear this.
Yeah.
Like elsewhere in the room...
That would have put Mouse up at 20, though.
From where you hear the...
Unless you added it already.
I did. These various little puffs of breath. Jesu and Sameas from somewhere in the room just hear this faint, like...
Can I shoot my dancing lights up towards that sound?
Sure.
I don't know how much range it has, but...
Let's see. Dancing lights.
What's it gonna die?
Dancing lights has a range of...
I'm readying Eldritch Blast for when anything attacks us. I'm holding an action.
Okay.
120 feet.
Yeah, you're able to get dancing lights pretty far out there. I don't know how. I don't have like a token for that.
Do you have like a fire? You do a bunch of little fires?
Maybe I can just grab like... Maybe I'll just use the token I used for the ash blights during the fight with Widrington.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Let's see. All players see light. Let's call it... I think it's like 20 feet for a dancing lights thing. And,
Oh, snap. This map is...
I just turned up the light on my TV. I can see more now than I did before.
I'm just moving those out to a few places.
Oh, it only does a 10-foot square radius.
Yeah, well, we'll call it 20 just because I've already done that, but...
Next time, though.
Just
I
reading.
will take it.
There's another barrel, you guys.
There's lots of barrels.
No, I mean there's another weird barrel.
Oh.
Two big
I'm
ones.
going to call these dancing lights and give control of all of them to Chris. Just so.
Woohoo! More stuff to control.
Yay!
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Let's see. Can I actually give you control of that? Yeah. Control to Chris. And dancing lights. Control to Christopher S. Okay, so you have control of those at the moment.
Okay. Where did I hear the? Was it just a general area?
Yeah, just elsewhere in the room, like from a few different places, you heard these little chuckles that are very faint. You and Sameas are the only ones that heard them. You just hear these little like.
Sameas kind of like pulls his, kind of like reloads his pepper box, ready.
Yeah.
Is there time for Jesse to be like, did you guys hear that laugh? Or no?
There's time. Nothing's happening right now. You can ask if
I'm afraid to do anything because I don't want to lose my action that I have prepared.
Did you guys hear the laugh? What was the name of the monk?
No, that's not
Which
another
monk?
fortress.
His name was Older.
Olderhane, yes, was the name of the
Olderhane.
one that was down here.
Is it like Older Hane or Older Hane?
Older, ULDERHANE. So,
I spelled it right.
I did not.
I have to step away real quick. I will be right back.
I hear nothing.
Older.
Perception of 9.
Sameas. Olderham, is that you?
And Sameas just kind of hears echoing out from the darkness this little continuation.
Oh no! I can't handle not being able to hear it, so I'm leaving the Facebook real quick, and I will be back.
Okay.
So are we pausing for a sec?
We could, or we could keep moving.
Okay. And when do we want to call it good for tonight? I'm enjoying playing it. Just
We could cut off at this point if you guys want. It's up to you.
it's always hard. I just feel bad playing too much without Heidi.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
Yeah, and I mean, starting a battle at this point would take it late.
We're at least an hour.
we could just play until we get to a battle. Sounds like we're gonna encounter one pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am torn with my desire to go to bed and wake up in the morning and the need to kill something.
You killed some statues?
That's true. I did kill some statues. I had a lot of fun doing that. And I have some weird, creepy eyes like staring at me. So. I should probably, for the sake of my sanity, say we should probably stop here.
We should do a double feature like one of these weeks where we do like a Thursday and like a weekend game.
Yeah. I mean, this is, we have a few weeks here where we will not have the kids as much because this week is Mike's weekend. Next week is Sadie's birthday, and for that weekend we also won't have the kids for the most part because of her birthday. We have first choice on that. And the week after that, it will be Mike's weekend again. So for the next 3 weeks, we basically have weekends free for the most part.
That's tempting.
If you guys want to, we could probably pull together another game this weekend if you want and tie up this
I'd be
storyline.
for that.
I don't want to end here just because I know, like, I mean...
Yeah, right? I know something
know.
great is coming up, but yeah, like you're saying, I don't want to go on too far without Heidi, but at the same time...
like, I'm just excited about this stuff because this is fun. And
I know. It's like I'm just trying to be the good husband.
yeah, it's,
Right?
it's so hard because I don't want Heidi to miss out on stuff, but at the same time, I'm just like, this is all gonna be really fun. Like
So Shara, what's your schedule look like?
I'm free in the evenings this weekend.
I had to double check with Heidi, but we should be okay.
Yeah, if we want to just pick up tomorrow or Saturday, I think that Sadie and I would be good for that.
Okay, I'm all for that, sure.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
right.
I would rather do Saturdays with you.
And I mean,
Saturday.
we don't have to like end right now, but like we could just like another 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
I will say, you guys are basically on the cusp of a fight. Like,
Yeah.
you're right on
I mean,
the cusp of a fight.
For real. I mean, we're on the battle neck.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it more of a Saturday action. Yeah.
Like, I think part of this was I wasn't sure how long the trap was going to take you guys to get through, and that ended up eating a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I was prepared for this, like, knowing you guys would be leading more or less straight from that into this upcoming combat.
Cool.
I kind of knew that it was coming. If you guys want to keep going, I'm game to keep going, but I also know that you guys probably need to...
Well, it sounds like Saturday is a legitimate option. So let's go ahead and stop here. That way, whenever we come in Saturday, we're a fresh attack.
I say we go like another like 3 or 4 minutes just so like we can actually start the battle.
So the roll for initiative will be the start of next game.
Yeah, or we could either have
We
this.
could even roll initiative this game and just have that on the records, so you guys...
So we're all ready to
And
start.
just like go right into a battle.
So you just walk in. Okay, roll for initiative. Ah!
Right?
You need that much more
Oh,
thrown.
I want to fight so badly.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's sneak around
I want to
until the
play
initiative
this
roll.
fight too, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
I know. I just I feel bad. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Heidi
Sadie.
ends up
Heidi
missing-
gets kicked out of a lot of the battles. Yeah.
Heidi misses so many of these things. I feel super bad if we were to try to do it tonight.
Yeah.
But,
Well, especially because there's probably going to be a million little things coming at us that's going to make it take a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Yeah. Dang it! I'm the same boat.
No, it's
I need sleep because I have to get there at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I really want to battle. So. Okay, let's call it.
Like, this particular battle I've had more or less fully planned for a couple of weeks now. Like, I knew this.
I know. It's like
Stuff like the
So it's
trap
just
that you guys went through.
little-
I threw the trap together in the half hour before we started. And
No.
I'm glad I had that chance because that was super fun. But
That was a good trap. I
That
really
was-
like it.
That was a great trap.
Okay, so we'll play until we hit initiative. So
Yeah, I think
whatever plans we had about sneaky trying to figure out what everything is, let's do that. And then as soon as we roll for initiative, we'll call it there.
okay.
I mean, it sounds pretty much like he's just gonna jump down, and be like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
But,
eat our
you know,
heads, you know.
Yeah, if we
Okay, well, if we're
if we
going to
want
see
to
what we
jump
can do
in
before
later this
initiative.
weekend, either tomorrow or Saturday, I think Sadie and I should be game. It just depends on Sadie getting her homework and stuff in. Because
Yeah.
this is her.
Yeah,
finals
she
week,
put
so-
on she put on the text thread of something. Oh, I just have to scroll. There it is. Yeah, she said she's got her finals due tomorrow, so
Yeah, so I'm not sure what her schedule will be tomorrow, but either tomorrow night or Saturday night, I think we should be able to pull it together.
it sounds like Shara, you prefer a Saturday.
I would. We normally
Okay.
have like family movie night on Fridays because
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah.
There's
this is
part
my
of me
life,
that's
so.
tempted, even though I don't know that we'd be able to get in. There's a part of me that's tempted to go see Rampage this weekend because it looks so stupid and like in all the right ways. Like,
I would still love a Rampage the musical.
yes,
it's Rampage.
I hear
It's
the
just going to
last
be
15
mindless destruction. That is what Rampage is.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'll double check with Heidi. I'm not sure if we have anything in the evenings this weekend, but
hopefully we can pick up because I would.
because I'm not a whole week. It's
Just
gonna
Yeah,
hold her by the shoulders to go, Heidi, we did this for you.
that's true. Yes.
I would hate to wait a full week to actually play this out, but if we have to, we
Yes.
can. I just would hate to.
Or we, in the wings can just be a battle. I mean,
We just play a fight on In the Wings.
It's a good place for a one shot.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So,
So you guys,
like I say,
are-
I can't see a whole lot.
Okay,
I'm
Okay,
yeah.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to. I've got my feather fortress up, and I'm going to kind of hop and skip from the stairs across Tamati's shoulders onto this keg right next to him.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to try and do.
I will say, very, very close to you, without even making a perception check, you start to hear the same thing that Jasu and Sameas have been hearing. You hear this giggling.
Oh, crap,
this
you're right in the middle of the room. Oh, we are so dead. Hear what? I still don't hear anything.
Giggling.
I'll keep one close by.
What the freak?
I
What
see
the freak?
Rin.
What the freak?
Kind of,
I see Rin.
David, we kind of unintentionally cheat because we use my laptop for the Roll20, but Sameas and Mouse don't have dark vision, but because I have such good dark vision that they're...
Yeah, I mean,
Screen peekers.
it's fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world.
So just why I'm keeping one dancing light near both of them.
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, Zafine hears this faint giggling that is, it's very close to you.
Do I hear the giggling then? If she can hear the giggling?
You hear a little bit of giggling, yeah, just to the north of you. You hear a little bit of faint giggling. This.
I want to lean my head down to the barrel and see if it's from inside the barrel.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, dude, if it's gonna be whack-a-mole style.
No,
heck?
it's the
I
brilliance.
didn't make a very good perception check. I rolled a 5 and I only get a +1, so I got a 6 for perception. But I'm like right next to it.
That's enough for you to tell that you definitely are hearing this from within the barrel next to you. There's sort of a faint echo to the sound that you can tell it's coming from within.
Can I punch the barrel in front of me?
Sure.
What is the barrel? Like, can I tell if it's like full of liquid or?
It's damaged. There's no way it could be full of anything because it's too damaged and kind of like cracked open. It couldn't hold any liquid in it.
Okay, but wait, do I hear one in front of me too, or is it the one in front of Shara?
You.
I want to follow suit in what? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Thaumaturgy. No, I can't hear you at all. Yeah, serious. Yeah, I can see your mouth moving. I'm getting really good at lip reading. This whole editing videos is making me really good at lip reading.
Yeah.
Because okay.
Can I be heard now?
Yep, yep, you're good.
Okay.
This is fun.
I'm gonna follow suit and listen to my barrel because I see Shara doing it, or Zafine doing it.
All right.
Who's this Shara?
As all of you listen and kind of look to see if you can perceive where the giggling has come from, some of you kind of pinpoint it, and faintly all of you can see motion as these tiny figures, maybe about a foot tall, begin to shift their way out of various corners, and they seem to fill as much of your vision. You see you can see just tons and tons of these little tiny figures, and throughout the room you can hear the echoing of the giggling getting louder as all of you hear this giggling building. And you see just so many tiny little like 1 foot figures crawling out of the cracks between the broken barrels and climbing up on some of the tables in the back of the room where you can see those.
When these ones in front of me pop out, I and I bump back.
Okay. Yeah, you see these figures crawling out, and they have these really wide grins that with just huge, sharp, needle-like teeth that stretch like inhumanly far around their faces. They look somewhat goblin-esque, but they also are unfamiliar to you, and the giggling echoes around the corners of the room. And you start to see that there are just probably dozens of these things in here hiding throughout the room.
Holy smokes.
And if everyone will roll initiative, that is where we will close the night.
I think it's time to rage. Ah, son of a! I can't wait to have advantage on initiative. Dag damn it. One more level. One more level. Sucky motto.
So 21 for Jesu.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are we rolling right now?
Yes, although we will
Oh,
give you
I-
for-
I thought we were waiting until next time, but okay. Loki's gonna sit this one out because he's drunk.
And unconscious.
Oh, wait, we roll twice if we're poisoned?
Yes, this is in fact an ability
Oh.
check. So you have
Oh.
disadvantage.
Crap, it could get worse.
Ah. Take it, y'all.
Oh!
You can't get much.
No! No!
I'm gonna finally have a good initiative order because I'm not drunk. Yes.
No! I got a 5!
Oh, 5 for Rin.
Excellent.
Wow.
Total of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have a +3 and I rolled a 2. Wait,
Oh, jeez.
nope. Yeah, because Inspiring Spirit is on, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna feel a little better.
Yeah, that's a total of 9 for Zafine.
Okay.
Thank you, Dice, for holding the natural till after.
All right, triple threat. What do you got?
Yeah.
1 sec. Mouse is drunk too. No, it's not the worst. 8. Okay, so 25 for Samaeus,
Tag,
14.
man.
14 for Jesu, and 13 for Mouse.
Okay.
And Nips disintegrated painfully in a vat of
Yeah.
alcohol.
What was Mouse's again?
13.
Okay.
Even at disadvantage, I got a better score than I did.
It said when I get like a 7 or an 8 on disadvantage, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good.
This is really good. That's what I got with my 1. Jeez. I've got a total of 11 for Tamati.
But Samaeus, Mouse, and Jesu all have pretty good decks, so.
Yeah. All right. So 25 for Samaeus, 16 for Sorith, 14 for Jesu, 13 for Bronwyn, 13 for Mouse, 11 for Tamati, 9 for Zafine, 5 for Rin.
Pretty full spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all over the place.
And with that, we will close it up for tonight. And sometime in the next
Curse having to work.
sometime in the next couple of days, we will take on the rest of this.
Saturday.
Everyone, peer
Frickin'.
Everyone, peer pressure Heidi.
Yeah.
Easy, man.
Heidi! I'm gonna Marco Polo her tomorrow. Be like, Heidi, D&D.
What is Marco?
Huh? What is Marco Polo? It's like a.
It's like,
You swim in a pool, close your eyes.
it's like,
Stopping map now.
video. How do I explain it? It's called the walkie-talkie app.
It's kind of like
But-
Vine, but you do like text message Vines type thing.
Pretty much.
You can like
Yay.
video record yourself doing something dumb, and then people will respond to it back and forth.
Yeah, you have like conversations set up like you would in a text message chat, but they're videos. They're all videos.
Yes, pretty much.
Fun.
Oh gosh.
Bye,
Bye, guys.